You got it locked on Roadium Radio.
Due to circumstances beyond anyone's control, Dr. Dre is in the motherfucking house. So right about now, and I say, yo Steve, are you with me? ICE, are you with me?
Here's a little something by a nigga like me that never should've let me buy tape from Steve. Ice Cube would like to play dope shit mixed by Dr. Dre. And since I was a youth, I like COMPTON. Now I like the motherfucking Roadium. Buying a tape or two, that's what the hell I do. You don't like Tony A? Well, fuck you, this is a game, and I'm in it. Ice Cube will fuck you up in a minute with a right, left, right, making you sick. And then you see Tony A is on the mix.
Tony A! Tony A! When you're ready, go.
Welcome back, everyone, to Roadium Radio, episode 272, and hopefully my mic sounds a lot better. My mic sounds nice, right? Anyways, so thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Before I introduce one of my special guests of the night, I just want to thank everybody that's on the live chat, everybody who liked, commented, subscribed, disliked, that's talking encouraging on the live chat or discouraging. It doesn't matter. You guys are still watching. Other than that, make sure you guys subscribe to Freaky Tales Podcast. We will be going live Friday, and I want to thank everybody because we had just hit 12,000 subscribers on the Freaky Tales podcast. We've been on for maybe about a year, and then we are going to have Gil Carrillo, the retired detective who helped bring Richard Ramirez to justice, live Friday here in the studio in the city of Wilmington. He'll be here live. So once again, subscribe to Freaky Tales podcast. Other than that, if you want to appear on Roadium Radio, once again, submit your music to roadiumradio@gmail.com. That should be popping up on the screen, roadiumradio@gmail.com. Submit your music along with not only music, but videos and a short bio. I would greatly appreciate that when it gives me a little bit more info on who you are and your history, etc. Other than that, I have a returning guest, somebody that I've been looking forward to, chopping it up again once again. So without further ado, please allow me to introduce once again XBVALINTINE.
Yo, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? It's a
XB,
pleasure to be here.
yes. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Yeah?
I just want to say thank you, by the way, for even like putting me on the show back then, because a lot has happened in between. So
Yes,
it means a lot.
Okay, you were on episode 173, okay? Mm-hmm. And here's the crazy part. That was 99 episodes ago, almost 100.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
That's crazy, yeah.
So it's been a minute. So I'm thankful that you're here. So
Yeah,
now
appreciate you.
let me ask you this. Because I know we follow each other on Instagram. I don't know. I know for a while we weren't following each other because one of my pages got deleted. This is like my sixth Instagram page.
Really?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I've never had one longer than a year because, I don't know if it's somebody just reporting my shit and my shit gets taken down.
Yeah.
But I've had to like start over and over and over. But I've seen recently you were, or maybe, I think recently you were in New York.
Yeah.
Okay. You want to tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so me and Smooth actually went out there recently. We actually I had gotten an email that at first I was kind of skeptical about, so I like sent a screenshot to Smooth, and I was like, hey, there's this person who reached out to me that seems to be like an A&R, and they're contacting me about like wanting to help out. And so I see that there's something about Rock Nation attached to it. I was like, I don't know how legit this is because I've gotten like, those sketchy emails before. So he's like, I don't know. He's like, let me make some calls and let me see how legit this is. And he ends up calling me back. He's like, I think it's real. And so we emailed the guy back and we set up a phone call. And in the phone call, like, he seems real eager, like, to want to work. He's like, yeah, like, we throw the idea that we can fly out there and, like really just sit down and talk. And because, over the phone is one thing, but in person,
Right.
you can really, digest the situation better and like just really kind of ask more questions and get more in depth with everything. And I think after that phone call, we were kind of like, what, it's worth it. So we made the trip out there literally like a week after that phone call. We flew out to New York and so we went to the Rock Nation building and, it was pretty cool. Everything was super dope. Like just the way, they had two dudes like in suits at the door, asked for our names and let us in the building. So it felt like,
Oh, that's
you know, you
dope.
felt like all official and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I think that like that in that moment, it felt like more real for me. You know, they sit you down, they take care of you, they ask you if you want anything to drink, and they give you like name tags and it says like Rock Nation on it. I think like I'm just like still trying to like process everything in
Yeah.
that moment. And finally, like we go up and we have a conversation with the A&R that we had been, you know, going back and forth with. And he's just like, you know, telling us everything he can do for us. And it's a distribution situation where, you know, he's really just kind of like letting us know the tools and resources we'd have access to. And from there, you know, we kind of, me and Smooth left that trip kind of just going back and forth on it. We were both kind of like, do we want to do this? You know, like we knew it wasn't necessarily a situation that like, if we were to commit to it, we still wouldn't have,
Right.
you know, the opportunity to go elsewhere type, you know. So
Okay.
it was a very open, you know, situation where we felt like we can still do this and still like accomplish something even bigger than this.
Okay. So they were going to give you guys freedom.
Yeah,
as well.
so there's a lot of freedom, you know. So I think that was why we decided like we're just going to go with this. So we ended up signing a distribution deal with Rock.
Okay. Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
That's dope. You know, the dope thing is that they reached out to you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Now, was that your first time ever going to New York?
No, that was actually like my 4th or 5th time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, the first time you went out there, to me, the reason why I bring that up, because as a kid growing up and watching hip hop, if you will, spread from the Bronx to around the world,
Yeah.
you know, everybody here in LA, honestly, wanted to be from New York. You know, whether you were a breakdancer or whether you were a popper or whether you were a DJ, it all started started feeding everybody out here.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, just in my opinion, and I got New York homies, okay? But eventually, I think LA took over.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? I think we took over breaking, I think we took over popping, DJing, and I think probably even rapping.
Yeah,
So-
I mean, I'd probably say I'd agree with you as well. You
Right.
know, I mean, I'm from Texas, but like,
Right.
you know, you definitely hear more about, you know, the West Coast doing this and doing that. And the East Coast, I feel like they had their prime moment. And I think it's LA's turn and like Cali's turn to really, you know,
Right.
dominate in that, you know, area.
Exactly. So as a kid, I've always wanted to go to New York. So when I finally went, believe it or not, it was like a dream come true because for me, it was everything that I thought it would be. You know, especially because I had friends that lived out there, so they gave me like the whole tour.
Yeah.
You know, from Bronx to Brooklyn to Queens to Harlem. I stayed in Harlem. You know, he took me where Malcolm X preached. You know, so I got to see everything. You
Yeah.
know, what was your first impression of New York when you first went out there?
I remember being excited to like listen to Biggie and walk through Brooklyn because
Okay.
I remember I had went with my parents. I was pretty young. I was like maybe 13 or 14. And my parents didn't really know how to like book things, so they accidentally booked our hotel somewhere in Brooklyn and like I think it was like a Jewish or Amish community.
Okay.
Because you know they were all dressed the same. That was my first time in New York, and I just remember walking out of the hotel and seeing everyone dressed the same and these guys with these big hats.
They were most likely Jewish.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this is different.
Right.
But you know, and I just remember we walked everywhere, and the first thing I wanted to do was like. I remember listening to Big Papa and like walking through like that
Yeah.
Brooklyn strip we were on. And I think that was like, I don't know, it was cool. I felt like, I'm a big Biggie fan. So
Yeah.
to me, that was just like, I don't know, it was cool to, coming from Texas in a small town, like I was exposed to this whole new world. Like, damn, like this is where hip hop to me like was like made, or I wouldn't say born, but you know, like it was a big thing there. So it just felt cool to be close to it, I guess.
Yeah. Did you hear recently, since you brought up Biggie, somebody's been spreading this on, I guess on social media. They've been saying that Biggie stole somebody's style. Now it's coming out, supposedly. Did you hear about it?
Nah,
Like within the last 2 days.
I haven't heard about that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. But I do remember, I think the group, the Alcoholics, they're from out here. They were on Drink Champs. And they were sharing, I believe it was them. No, it was them. That Biggie would share with them that his whole cadence, he took it from a rapper from Compton.
Interesting.
Like, that's what they were saying.
Yeah.
And the rapper was a guy named King T. A lot of people don't know him. This generation probably doesn't know him.
Yeah.
But the guy in the late 80s and early 90s was huge. Was huge. And then he ended up signing to Dr. Dre's, I believe, I don't know if it was Death Row or Aftermath. And he was about to take off, but Dre's signing Eminem.
Yeah.
So he believes that he's about to get shelved. So he leaves, and you never hear from him again. And he shared that story right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And he
Yeah.
said, that's my biggest mistake, leaving. And he goes, yeah, everybody will tell me that Biggie told them that he took his cadence for me. So
That's crazy.
yeah. So like right now, let's give people a quick recap for those that are tuning in who maybe didn't watch episode 173. XBValentine. How did you come up with that name?
So my birthday is on Valentine's Day.
Okay.
So I think that's just where Valentine came from. And my first name starts with the letter B. And, I played sports all my life. So all the girls on the team would call me B. That was just like their nickname for me. So I put B and Valentine together. And I remember like at the time I was trying to like change all my handles on social media to be Valentine. And there, for someone who had like the first name B and last name Valentine had already taken it. So I had put the letter X in front of it. And people started calling me XBValentine. So I was just like, oh, I guess like I'm just going to leave it like
You
that.
just kept it like that.
Yeah, so then XBValentine turned into like everyone calling me XB. So it just kind of like, yeah.
Okay.
I always say that X was an accident, but it worked.
All right. And as far as like where you were raised at, once again, just to give a quick recap, where originally are you from?
I was born and raised in Georgetown, Texas, which is like a small town 30 minutes away from Austin.
Okay. Because you know what? I get a lot of requests, like either they don't watch this show or they're new to the show because they're always like coming at me crazy. The fans of the podcast. How come you never interview no Texas rappers? How come you never? And I'm like, calm the hell down. I have had Texas rappers here. I mean, I haven't had too many guys from New York, but I've had here. But every time I want to like bring them in, their schedule is a little weird. Like for an example, my friend DJ Toro, he's been around the world like 5 times. He's DJed from everybody from Cameron to Cassidy to Raekwon, just a lot of heads out there.
Yeah.
So he told me, I want to do your podcast and I want to bring Raekwon. So I'm like, now even though that would be great, but it's hard to believe because I know how busy they are.
Yeah.
But like, here's how those work. He'll fly in like 10 o'clock on Monday. Hey, can you do it like at 12? Like, no, dude, I have a schedule. Like,
Yeah.
But he was like, I got Raekwon right. I know that, but bro, my dude who runs my show is working, so that's why it's hard to get a lot of the East Coast cast because they want to do it when they're in LAX to kill time.
Yeah.
So it's really,
all
really
last
tough.
minute. So
It is.
it's hard to
last
coordinate.
minute. And me, I like to give a lot of like old school rappers a voice now because a lot of them, and no disrespect, but a lot of them are like, they feel they're irrelevant. So if I get on somewhat of a popping podcast, then my name will get back out there somehow.
Yeah.
So, and I get it. I get it.
Yeah, and I'm sure it makes them feel appreciated still too.
Well, you know what? I appreciate them because one thing, like for an example, let's just say that right now you're the hottest thing out there. And I'm hoping for that to happen to you, okay?
Thank you.
And let's just say next year, God forbid, you disappear. I want to be able to say like 10 years from now, man, that album was the shit. I wonder what she's doing. XB, would you be willing to come through? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like doing that with rappers.
That's dope. Yeah.
And I like to give them their flowers, make them feel appreciated, and also let the fans know, 10 to 20 years ago, you were rocking their shit. Now you're looking down at them for some reason. But anyways, who right now is hot to you? Who is XB bumping, if anybody?
This is such a hard question because my like music taste is all over the place because I have a playlist that literally has like Bad Bunny, and then the next song is like Larry June, and then the one after that is like 112. So it's like crazy. But I think what I've been listening to the most lately is Larry June.
Okay.
Yeah, I think just because he dropped a new album, so that's just been my vibe lately.
Right. I recently saw the picture of Bad Bunny kissing this one dude up on
Oh
stage.
yeah.
Is that like the new thing now? Like I see new things like as far as artists. I know Britney Spears did that. Well, no,
Yeah.
Madonna did it with Britney Spears, and then I believe Christina Aguilera or whatever.
Yeah.
And then somebody else did it. So is that like a gimmick or is that real? Or,
I think in Bad Bunny's case, just because he's very political sometimes in the way he goes about things, I think he tries to spread a message more than anything. I mean, this is just my theory, from what I see him do, because he has like the Perreo Sola, like his message was like basically let women just dance alone, do their thing, and like there's just I think he is very comfortable with his like sexuality enough to like wear some obscene things. Like he'll be wearing like skirts and dresses and shit. But then again, Young Thug does the same thing. You know what I mean? So I think in his case, I'd like to think that he was just trying to show like, you know, he's being himself freely, and he didn't care about the judgment in that moment of time. And I think, you know, for someone who, I mean, I am a part of the LGBT, so for me to like see that, it's just, to me, I'm like, well, I think in my case, it was cool to see someone just allow themselves to be 100% them. They didn't care about the judgment in front of live television. Like, to me, I was like, you're brave for that. Yeah. So I think whether it was a gimmick or not, I think in his case, I think it's just hard to think of it like that just because of the things he's already done in the past to try to spread awareness. But I don't know, it could have been a gimmick. Right. Ain't no telling.
I mean, I remember years ago, there was a Super Bowl halftime show with Janet Jackson and what the hell is it? Justin Timberlake. And they're doing like a rehearsal or whatever. And then he yanks off something from her bra and her tit pops out. Oh, shit. And then they ended up saying that it was a wardrobe malfunction. See, to me, that's a gimmick. You meant to do that shit. You know, you were trying to show off them knockers. You know, so I just think today there's a lot of artists that, well, I'll tell you what other podcasters are saying. A lot of artists that aren't popping anymore, they'll do some shit like that to stay relevant. Yeah. And to me, I just think it takes away from the art of music. Like, if you're popping and you're dope, it should speak for itself. I don't think you need any of that stuff. But, you know, you said you were a part of the
LGBT. Yeah, I know it's a tongue twister.
Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't rap. That's why I don't rap. Okay?
It's all good.
You know, now, being a part of that, I know it's a big movement. Do you think that these people, like, I don't want to say these people, like Bad Bunny, when do you think that was just making a statement, like, okay, I'm gay?
Yeah, I mean, I think in his case, I mean, as a fan, I'm also a little confused because I was like, I don't know what this means. Like, I don't know if this is him coming out or like, I mean, I don't know what the intent behind that was, but I think, you know, as far as like seeing it, I think I just like seeing it be taken as like not so serious, I guess. Right. Because it makes, because like me, you know, like, for example, like, showing affection in a public place isn't the same for me as someone who's straight, right? Because people do look at me like it's literally 2022, and like if I try to show a female I'm with, you know, affection, of course, people kind of look at you like, like, what are you doing? Right. Like, and I think seeing just people who are that big of an influence kind of do it just makes you feel kind of better about yourself a little bit.
You know, I just want to touch on one thing, because I do believe that many times, and again, sometimes when I even speak on this subject, I feel like I'm walking on eggshells because I don't want to offend anybody.
And I think my thing with people, I feel like even when people talk to me, they're like, I don't want to say the wrong things. Like, you can't say the wrong thing as long as you allow yourself to just be educated. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no, as long as you're not like, you know, flat out like judging them, you know, I think I think it's normal to have questions and to be curious, you know, like, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I'm not going to judge you for not fully understanding, you know what I mean?
And I think that that's very important, you know, and I don't want to walk away from the music, but since we were talking about Bad Bunny, I interviewed a openly gay rapper here, and I had no problem, honestly. I got bashed. I really did. I had guys going live talking shit about me. They called this rainbow radio. That's what they called it, okay? I thought it was hilarious, you know? Cool, whatever. But I had an openly gay rapper, but we didn't talk about, so when did you become gay? You know, we didn't talk about that. We talked about him just being an artist, okay? But one thing after, like, we took pictures, the way I talked to my boys, what's up, big dog? What's up, my bro? And I caught myself talking to him like that. So, and then after I just said, look, bro, I don't know whether to apologize. I said, what? Because I don't know if those words offended you. And he was like, nah, it's cool. I said, all right then, big dog. And I was like, okay, wait, should I have said that? And many times I just like to be sensitive to people. So I don't know if I'm overly sensitive.
I mean, I think like, again, I think you're just being, what's the word? Like, mindful towards, like, you know, and I think there's nothing wrong with that. I think I would appreciate it too. And I think it's just a delicate, you know, topic. And you know, it's different for everybody. But I think, like I think it's important for us, like as a part of the LGBT, to also not be so pushy and like so like, you know, oh, like you don't get it, like, you know, like you have to understand. Like, no, I think we have to be patient with the people who don't also get it to that extent. I think, you know, like I don't think there's anything wrong. I mean, I think if anything, I appreciate the fact that you were even like considerate of how you you know, communicated with him, and I think that says a lot. I think that alone, there's no flaw or fault in that. I think, you know, you handled it well.
You know, it was funny because when we took pictures, I usually shake hands with people and I point at them. So I put my arm around and I went like this, and then I said, wait a minute, was I supposed to do that? Like, you know, and he was like, bro, stop, man, stop. And I was like, okay, cool. Yeah. Anyways, now, 2022, what can the fans expect from XBVALINTINE? Like, let's talk about, before you answer that question, you had a video recently. I believe it's your last one with, was it with Crystal Poppin?
Oh yeah, the music video.
Yes.
Yeah, with it was with Crystal Poppin.
Okay, you released that. What was the response that you got on that one?
It was really dope. I think it was a lot like, because it was kind of funny. I didn't really like the song at first, like, because it was just me on it, you know, before we put Crystal on it. And I sent it to Smooth. I was like, let's see, like, let me know what you think. He's like, yeah, I love it. Like, you know, we'll go back to it. So he's like, leave it with an open verse. And I kind of forgot about it. And then he ends up telling me that he sent it to Crystal and that she was going to send it back. And I heard it back and I was like, yeah, she made it come together. I was like, now this song is like a song. And I think I just like, to me at first, I was just, I don't know. I just felt kind of like, I'm like, it takes a lot for me to like my music sometimes. Okay. I always tell Smooth, like, I have to be able to listen to my song like over and over again. Like if I'm listening to like my favorite artist song, if I can't like, if I like want to skip it, like literally like after the third, second play, it's not a good song to me.
That's good.
Yeah, because like when I listen to my favorite artist like new song, like I listen to it on repeat because I'm like, dang, this is so good, and I want to make sure like I get the same response from my own music. Yeah,
see, you know what's funny that when you just said when I hear a dope song, I have it on repeat. That's the way I am with old songs.
Yeah,
you know, like I'll be at the gym and I'll play that motherfucker like 12 times.
Yep,
because it's such a dope, rich song, and to me, and I told Smooth this. I said, you know, and by the way, for everybody watching Smooth Vegas, it's her manager.
Oh yeah, sorry.
One thing about you that I told him like this, bro, like, I think she has it. She can go far with this. Like, I truly do believe that. And I don't have to look at them, but those are the conversations that me and him have. And I said, I like her voice. I like her style, bro. I said, I think shit can work, man. And he was like, yeah, thanks, man. Thanks. So every once in a while, he'll shoot me some of your stuff, and it's always positive. It's always positive.
Thank you.
Sometimes he'll shoot me stuff of other artists, and I'm like, nah, you know. But your stuff, I really, really enjoyed.
Thank you.
So now, did anything else come after that song with Crystal Poppin? As far as the video one?
Oh, dang, my memory just like went blank. I can't even think.
He sent me a clip. I don't know if it's out, Smooth. The one of you in Spanish.
Oh yeah, I think I just posted that yesterday.
Okay.
Yeah, it was we attempted to do a reggaeton song. So Clef, the producer, actually produced that one. So it was
cool. I like that one.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. No, I was a little like scared. I won't lie, because I was like, oh, this is in Spanish. Like, this is different. And I wrote it too. And I don't really I speak Spanish fluently, but like writing it is like a little difficult for me. Okay. So I was just a little nervous. But I mean, you know, I think for my first, like, you know, full-on reggaeton song, you know, it's something.
Right. Now, let me ask you this, and I know it's probably a silly question, but are you a fan of Bad Bunny's reggaeton?
Oh, music? Yeah, I love Bad Bunny.
Okay. See, I tried. I really have tried. You know, I see them sell out stadiums. Some of my homies have taken their girls, and they're out there jamming and shit.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm like... come on, dude. Come on. Okay, because I'm a fan. Yeah. When I first heard reggaeton, I heard that I think it's called Dile by Don Omar.
Oh, I love that song.
That fucking song.
Yeah, that song go hard.
Amazing.
Yep.
It sounded like some cumbia with some
it's that.
And I was like, holy shit. And then you see the girls' hips moving, and them hips don't lie. Okay? So that's when I became a fan of reggaeton. And then Daddy Yankee came out, you know, and a couple of others, Trego.
Yeah, they're Rakimik and Why We Seen and all them.
So now I hear this guy, and I'm like, what happened? Like, I know music evolves and it changes, and I get it. But that's where me as a ex-DJ, producer, or whatever, it's hard for me to accept change.
Yeah, I feel that.
But what's dope is dope. I just don't think that's dope. So that's it. So
I feel you.
anyway, anyways, so 2022, we have possibly 5 more months left. What can the fans expect, if anything, as far as, or is there anything, or are you just saving it for next year?
Oh no, we definitely got songs. You know, my biggest thing is I like to try to stay as consistent as possible, like putting out singles. I think it's just like our biggest, I guess, how would I say it? Like our goal was to increase the numbers as much as we could, like on Spotify. And I think just putting out singles consistently allows us to like maintain, you know, like for example, like your monthly listeners and stuff like that. So I think, you know, we just continue that strategy of just putting out singles and obviously shows. I think as far as that goes, I'll probably remain booked until the end of the year.
Okay. You know, now let me ask you this, as far as, excuse me, I'm fixing my time here, but as far as shows, do you enjoy performing? Might be a silly question, but I've known a lot of rappers that are not only tired of this shit. Some people say, no, I don't really care for it. I just like really, I know artists that I interviewed here that don't do shows. So that's why I ask. Everybody's different. Do you enjoy doing shows?
I used to be terrified of doing shows, but now I love it. I still get really nervous before every show, though. Every single show, I get super nervous. And usually, like, you know, I wake up feeling good. You know, I go throughout my day, and as I'm like getting closer to the night, I start feeling my stomach get kind of like, oh, I'm feeling these butterflies. And it's usually always like the first, like, I mean, the last 2 hours, an hour right before shows. But I think now I've gained like so much confidence in myself, and I feel more confident in the artist I am. And I think that has allowed me to like just move freely on stage without feeling so like, I used to just kind of like start thinking like I'll get stuck, and then I'll start thinking about, oh, the people aren't reacting, or like no one's really look like they're like vibing out to the music. So I kind of would shut down. And I think now like that doesn't even stop me. I think even if people aren't like, if I see people aren't really feeling it, I still keep going. Like, I think that's something that Smooth taught me. Like, doesn't really matter if the crowd is feeling you. He was like, you give them a show every time.
Right.
He's like, at the end of the day, there's gonna be at least 1, 2, 3 people in the crowd that did, even if they weren't like bobbing their head. Like, they'll probably come up after the show and tell you like how great you were, even though they weren't like, you know, they didn't stand out in the middle of the performance. But I think that's what has like given me the confidence, is like how people respond after I get off stage. They're like, yo, like you killed it. And I'm like, oh man, like that feels good. Like, you know, and they tell me, you know, that they appreciated the show. You
know, there's a lot of different type of reactions that people get. There are people that are just dumbfounded and they're just looking like this and they're really enjoying it. Okay. And then there's people, which to me is kind of, it takes away from the show, because keep in mind, when we would go up there on just some turntables and some microphones and go up there and rock the crowd, we just had the crowd's attention. They paid to come see us, okay? Today, though they pay to come see you, they're like this. So now they're not really vibing. They just want to make sure that they get those 1,000 views on their page on Instagram. You know, and it takes away from the show, because if you say, now throw your motherfucking hands in the air, they're too busy like this. And there's really not that much that I have seen. Maybe I'm wrong, but interaction with the crowd. When back then they didn't have no cell phones. Motherfuckers just wanted to rock. You know what I'm saying? So I like shows back then better than I like now, because all you see is a sea of phones.
People were more present.
Yes. So when you go out there, I know you said you still get nervous. What do you do? And have you forgotten any lyrics when you're up there?
Yeah. I think it happens at least once every show I've done. Like, you know, I forget at least one word or something. But it doesn't have to, you know, I think it's just because I have a set that I do for every show, and it's the same one, same order. I know what I say in between every single song. So I think that like doing that in routine so much has allowed me to like know it pretty good. So I'm like pretty comfortable. But, you know, every now and then I'll get like carried away and I'm like so into it. And I'm like, oh, I like completely forgot to like say that word, you know? But yeah, it definitely happens.
How long are your sets? Like when you go up there, how many songs do you do?
Average, I think it's just, honestly, I think there's like 6 or 7 songs on my set, but usually it's like about 20 minutes or so. And then I have like the same routine. I talk about the same thing. I do the same chants, the same, you know, it's like all the same. So it helps me like memorize, and it's worked. You know, I've seen it like, you know, my closing set, I always end up with the same song I have the house people turn off the lights, and I have everyone pull up their lights on their phone, and that's like usually kind of how I close it off. And I feel like that is what allows me to like leave an impression on people, because they're like, I don't even know who she is, but she just had everybody with their phones up. And I think that's like, I think it's something memorable enough for them to at least leave like, I don't know who that girl was, but she was dope.
Have you gotten to that point yet where people are singing your lyrics?
Oh yeah, it happened twice recently at my last 2 shows, which is crazy because both of the people who I noticed singing my lyrics were actually wearing my merch. Oh, yeah, and I think that was crazy. The last one, I opened up for King Little G, and the girl in the very front, she was wearing my shirt, and I didn't notice it until I got up, and I was like, oh my God, I like called her out. I was like, you're wearing my shirt. And I remember it was my song Vibe With You. As I was performing it, she was singing word for word. And I was like we actually caught it on video. You see her like going off, and I was just, luckily I had like just some spare merch shirts in my bag that I was like planning on throwing out, but I ended up being able to give her one just for like, showing love.
Wow. And you know what? It gave her money's worth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even if it's just one, you gave her money's worth. I remember talking, and I've shared this story before, but I like to encourage artists not to gyp the people of a performance. Give an example. The group Queen. Are you familiar with them? We were actually label mates because we were signed to Disney. Freddie Mercury, the lead singer, is dying, and he signs to Queen, to Disney for one more album. And then he sells all the rights. So Disney owns all the rights to Queen music, okay? Yeah. So they had the record release party at the Queen Mary here in Long Beach. And what happened was, of course, he didn't come because he was dying already. Yeah. But I met all the members. So I went up to, his main dude that plays the guitar. I went up to him and I said, hey, man, how you doing, man? I said, my name's Tony, and I'm like 23 years old at the time. And I really didn't have any questions, but I just wanted to ask him something. And I'm kind of glad that I asked him something. And I just said, hey, how was Freddie? It's kind of like a broad question. He can go either way. But here's what he said. He said, one thing about Freddie was this, that when he first joined the band, he said, whether it was 10 people or 10,000 people, he always performed as if there was 10,000 people. He gave it all he got every performance. And that really, really taught me something, because we went to Arizona the following week to do a show. And we thought we were going to pack it up. We really did, because we had like a hot record on the radio at the time. Maybe 25 people showed up, okay? And it's going to be like that sometimes, okay? Well, and the rapper that I was with, he was upset. Now, fuck that. I'm going to go out there and give them a bullshit show. And I reminded him of what that guy told me. And I said, no, man, let's just go out there. If you want to see this as practice, then let's just go out there. But just pretend it's a fucking full house, and let's give the people their money's worth. And believe me, after we got off stage, they fucking loved it. They were just like, hey, man, can we take a picture? Can we get all? Man, that shit was fucking dope. People missed out, and everybody talked about that show. Yeah. And I could have skipped my DJ set because I was cutting on turntables, and there was a time where I check out my DJ, and I would go up there and do my little set. I could have said, skip my set too, but I didn't. And then like the next week we went to Sacramento, we were performing with Jodeci and TLC and all these groups, and there was like 14,000 people. And I said, we do the same show that we did for those 25. And that's how you rock it. So sometimes, I don't care what people say, you're going to get small crowds.
Yeah, that's for sure.
And then sometimes you'll get big crowds that don't even react.
Yeah.
The worst thing that I believe a promoter can do is put you up on stage and give the audience a bunch of chairs. Oh, yeah. It's
awkward because it's like, well, they didn't come here to fucking watch a movie.
That's exactly what it is. And you're like, get them, motherfucker. That's really what you want to say. So 2022, eventually we're going to get to the phone. I want some people to call, and maybe if they have some questions they want to ask you, they can call and ask. Since you guys have been asking for Texas rappers. So now, I don't think you answered my question. I said, because you said you have so many different genres that you listen to. Oh, yeah. So if I were to hop in your car, what would you be bumping?
Bad Bunny.
Okay, Bad Bunny. Okay.
Yeah.
And who else? Give me 3 more names.
Bad Bunny, The Weeknd, and Larry June.
All right.
Those are 3. Sounds about right.
To me, for me, if you have to in my car, probably classical music. I like classical music.
It's peaceful.
Then probably just war. Fuck, the Rocky soundtrack, Rocky 1. You know? Like, I'm really all over the place. So, just like you, I just like all kinds of shit.
Yeah, I feel that.
Good music. Led Zeppelin, The Doors, Black Sabbath. I'll be bumping all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
So, now you doing a reggaeton. How did you like the way that song came out, the Spanish one that you did?
I mean, honestly, I was a little iffy about it at first. I think it was just so new to me. I think hearing myself in Spanish took some getting used to. I think it just, I don't know. I always used to think when I was younger that when I was speaking Spanish, my voice was a little more high pitched.
Oh, okay.
And I think that's maybe like I'm like, when I sing in Spanish, I think my voice sounds like it's a couple octaves higher.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. Maybe that's just what I hear when I listen to it. But I mean, other than that, like, I think I'm still like, you know, impressed with myself that I was able to even do a reggaeton song the way we did. I know the song's still not even completed. That was like a super rough demo version of it. You know, we just like, there's not even like no mixing, mastering on it. We just kind of were like, we're just preview it, see what the feedback's like. And we're like,
what has the feedback been?
It's been a lot better than I thought. Like, everyone has been like, oh, when is this coming out? Like, I was tripping out seeing how many people were responding to it. Like, I had cousins from like Mexico were like sharing it and, you know, hitting me up like, oh, when is this dropping? So I think that was cool. Like, it felt good knowing that. Because I think that's what I was scared of. I don't want to sound like I'm not like fluent in Spanish, you know, and I think I didn't want to like sound just weird. So I think that was my biggest insecurity about it. You know, I wanted people from Mexico to hear and be like, oh, she sounds like exactly how we sound. You know what I mean? But other than that, you know, I think I was still like proud of the outcome either way. Right.
You know what? I'm glad that you chose to do something like that because that is such a huge market. You know, you have 2 markets. You know what I'm saying? 2 markets. I think that's amazing. And I believe that you should do more stuff like that, and I'll tell you why. Being an older man, growing up, you know, both my parents from Mexico, though I was born here, we weren't allowed to speak Spanish at home. Speak English at home.
Yeah.
El inglés se habla afuera, you know? So I was like, okay, cool, whatever. But when I would go to school, the majority of Raza, the Chicanos here, either they didn't speak Spanish or they were ashamed because, and I'm gonna tell you why, because out here, you were called a wetback. You know, the schools out here were pretty diverse. Filipinos, blacks, Samoans, of course, Mexicans, but whites. But it was pretty diverse. So many times when you got heard speaking Spanish, there was a time where people felt a little fear not to be put in a box and be called a wetback. Like, I had friends that I knew their parents were Mexican, but they were trying to act a little different. Gotcha. And I'll just say it, they were trying to act white. Yeah. So one day I was talking to a guy who had just got here from Mexico. He was going to my school. And I was only in 8th grade. And I was talking to him in Spanish. He was asking me, ¿Dónde está la oficina? Or, allá está. One of my boys runs up on me and goes, I knew it. You're a fucking wetback. And that's what he told me. Damn. So back then, growing up, you kind of spoke Spanish in fear, like, fuck, they're going to find out. Yeah. Things have changed now, you know? So now, honestly, go ahead and speak your language. Yeah. Let people know your roots, your culture, your heritage, you know? Yeah. And I think that's very, very important because now those same people that used to call me that now want to learn Spanish. You know, now when they were no longer popular in high school, then they wanted to join a gang because they were no longer popular anymore. So just be yourself, you know what I'm saying? Will do. So now as far as if you had like a wish list, I don't know if I answered this last time, to work with 3 artists on songs, who would it be? It could be anybody. They could even be somebody that's deceased.
Dang, these questions are hard. There's so many people.
I could choose probably Bad Bunny.
I mean, I don't know. That'd be cool though, but I think The Weeknd for sure. Just yeah. See who would be the second artist. Sid from the internet. I've always liked her. And who would be the third artist? Ooh. Damn. I can't think.
Take your time. What about Biggie?
You know, I was going to say Biggie, but damn, I don't know. I feel like I would just want to hear Biggie on the song.
Okay.
But Nah, I mean, that would be dope. I said Biggie.
Okay, so you say Biggie, then you said Sid.
Yeah, Sid and The Weeknd. That's
The Weeknd. Now, what is that about The Weeknd?
I don't know. I think I've been a big fan of him for years. I think I saw him for the first time in concert in like 2012. He had like a mixtape out at the time. And I just thought his it was weird. I just thought his music was like really different. And like I've always loved R&B. Like I grew up on like Jagged Edge and like 112, Jodeci and all that. And I think I like that he kind of mixed like R&B, but it was like alternative almost. So it was like different and it was new at the time. And I like that he was the only one doing that. And I think that's where like I just became so drawn to his music. And ever since then, I don't think I've ever heard a song by his that I didn't like. Even to some people would be like, oh no, he has some bad. And I'm like, nah, it's just not as good as his good songs. But I don't know. I think he's just like someone that I like in an artist way. I'm also like I'm so impressed by all the stuff he does. He's just an artist I genuinely admire. Like his creativity and the way he puts songs together, his cadences, like everything. I just think he's a genius.
The reason why I asked that is because, and I hope I'm correct. Here at Universal Studios, for every Halloween, I'm a big Halloween guy. They have like Halloween haunts, like they fix the whole place up, like Halloween. And I went on the Universal Studios website, and I think they gave his ass a maze.
What?
Like the Weeknd maze.
The what?
So
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. So when you get a chance, look it up. But yeah, it starts in 12 days, I believe.
What?
But yeah, they give him like his own. I was like, the Weeknd, like for real? It's like,
that's
what the
crazy.
hell?
That's next level.
Yeah, it is. It is. What about Bruno Mars? You a fan of Bruno Mars?
I used to be. I haven't heard much of him. I think I really liked his like old school stuff he was starting to do. Like, it was very like, it was giving me like Bobby Brown, that vibe. What do they call it? The swing. It's like a certain style of music. But yeah, I think I haven't heard of him drop anything recently, has he?
Okay. No, I'm not that I'm paying attention. but you know what? Now let me ask you this: as an old school guy, he's a white singer, Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Anyway, that was a joke.
Like, yeah.
But now let me ask you this: are you a fan of Michael Jackson?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, I think we all are, right?
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's music goes through generations, and they'll continue to go through generations. Do you think we'll ever have another Michael Jackson? And if so, who is he today?
I feel like there'll never be another Michael Jackson. But I think it's funny because I think if I were to choose any artists that are like close to him musically, like I'd say probably The Weeknd or Bruno Mars. I think they both have like, if there's anyone who could execute it, right, like to that extent, I think it'd be them.
For the last couple of years, I bring that up because I've been seeing on different podcasts where these artists have been saying that the Michael Jackson of our time is Chris Brown.
Oh, I can see that. I think it's more because of his dance moves more than anything.
Probably, but I don't think he's made it.
Nah.
Yeah. I mean, Michael Jackson is like Mickey Mouse. You know what I'm saying? He's known all over the world. Okay, now, another question. Who is probably the most popular, I'm not saying the best, the most popular rapper in the world right now?
Oh, Drake, hands down.
Okay. Now, when I bring this person up, just consider it.
Okay.
Snoop Dogg.
Oh, yeah. I feel like Snoop Dogg for sure. I feel like he's probably like the most genius on like how he manages to stay in the mix. I see him with everybody.
Yes.
He's everywhere. It was like any new cat or anybody who's new, he's there. He's like instantly like adopting all these nephews.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, would you say, now, even though that was your answer, now that you hear Snoop, would you still say that Drake is more popular than Snoop?
I think as far as popular, yes, but I think Snoop is more respected. I think that's why he's just kind of like,
I like so he be talking shit.
Yeah, he's dope.
But you know what? I forgot who was it. I don't know what. Some show, I guess that was in New York. Somebody asked him, today we live in sensitive times. Do you ever take back the Breakfast Club? Because they feel bad that you call all these women bitches. He goes, nah, fuck that. Fuck that. I love every word I said. Fuck them hoes.
Hey, he was being real.
You asked him, one time we were on Power 106 here, me and the rapper that I was working with, High C at the time. And then somebody called in and said, hey, why do you refer to women as bitches? Mm-hmm. Okay. I answered that one. And I said, I don't call women bitches. I call bitches bitches.
Valid.
And then he answered and he said, I'm talking about these bitches that I had personal relationships with. Those are the bitches I'm talking about. So as far as everybody else, you guys just got to pass. I'm talking about those hoes. So anyways, but I like the way he responded. But now, Alex, go ahead and you know what? Before you put the number up, we got about 16 minutes. Is there anything I didn't ask you as far as anything you want to promote, anything you want to push? I know your Instagram has been up, and that'll also be up in the description for people to follow you. Yeah. I know if they want to book you, who would they contact? Can they contact you? Maybe you forward the information to Smooth?
Yeah, I mean, if they want to do that, but I prefer them just contact Smooth directly.
Okay, for bookings or for whatever.
Yeah, for bookings, if you want to, just look him up on social media, send him a direct message. I believe his email is mp3vega@gmail.com. So, if y'all want to send over anything, that's where you'll do it. But
yeah.
I did want to talk about the Joyner Lucas shows that I'm going to be doing. Yeah, in starting October 1st. Oh, wait, my bad. September. Wait, is that the month coming up next?
September was tomorrow, I think.
Oh shit! Damn, this month flew by.
Yeah, tomorrow.
So September 30th is when I'll be doing the Texas stops for Joyner Lucas's tour. So I'm gonna do, I believe the 30th of September is in Dallas, and then the 1st is San Antonio, and then the 2nd is in Austin.
Okay.
So
do you have anything booked out here? In case anybody wanted to see you.
Unfortunately, I don't yet, but that's likely to change.
Yeah.
But I think I always just like to tell people, just try to stay as updated as possible because I'm constantly like updating. When I have shows coming up, that's just the best way I can really update everybody. But as far as that, or on my website, Smooth is constantly updating it, so you can see all my tickets there. Everything's available there. But as far as right now, I only have shows in Texas.
That'll work. That'll work. Okay, cool, man. Maybe one day I'll have to fly out there and check you out. Yeah. Alex, go ahead and put the number up. Listen, if you guys want to give us a call and ask her any questions, whatever, ask her about music pertaining to music.
Yes, please.
Do not call and pouring out your feelings and telling us your problems. Just call and ask her anything about music. Would you be willing to collab? Would you be willing to work or whatever? That kind of stuff. If not, Okay, we got one. Let's go ahead and put this on right here. Okay. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Turn that up. Hello, caller.
Hey, this is Ted.
Hey, Norbert, hand me that.
Can you hear me?
That's very smart of me. Hold on, caller. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, this is Shaggy from Houston, Texas.
How you doing, Houston, Texas? You got a question?
Hey, how you doing? This question is for XBVALINTINE.
What's going on?
XB, are you familiar with Ms. Gold from
Yeah,
Austin, Texas?
I am actually. She's super dope. I actually saw her perform at the King Little G show. She also opened up. Yeah, she go hard. I got love for her.
So is there any possibility that y'all may be collaborating in the future? I feel like y'all sound definitely does go well together.
I mean, I wouldn't see why not. I think that'd be dope even for the city. We're both coming from the 512, so I wouldn't see why not.
That'll work.
Now, would you also potentially collaborate with Young Easy from my city, Houston? I don't know if you're familiar with him as well.
I'm actually not familiar with him, but I'm always open to check out new artists. If you want to, on my Instagram, just shoot me a DM, send me a link. I'm always down to check it out. I'll show some love. I'll see what's up.
That'll work. That'll work.
No problem. Thank you.
I appreciate you.
Thank you, caller. Thank you for calling in. Okay, the lines are now open once again. If you guys want to chat with XB, go ahead and call right now. Let's see, we got another one. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hi, this is Kaz from San Antonio, Texas.
What's up, San Antonio, Texas?
Hey, what's going on, Kaz?
What's up? I wanted to give a shout out to XB. XB is amazing. She's dope. We got a song together called Cycles, featuring her and my boy Clef God. XB, keep doing your thing. Much love. I I'm excited for you. Great opportunities. Keep prospering. I love you, fam. Just keep doing you, and tell Smooth, I love him too. And y'all just keep prospering, guys. Just wanted to call in real quick, you know what I'm saying? Show a little bit of love.
Thank you, man. I really do appreciate you. You already know it's all love on this end.
Thank you, man. Thank you. All right.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, I'll let y'all keep going. I know you got some fans calling in.
Appreciate you, man.
All good. Thank you, Texas, for tapping in. So let's go, guys. Anybody else want to call and give a shout out or just show some love? Let's go. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Shout out or just show.
What's up, brother? I want to say a quick dispenser. You already know it's the box, brother.
Yes.
And I haven't called in a couple of shows, man. They had me working graveyard on me. Man.
All good, my brother.
All good. No, I was upset. I told my boss, I'm part of the Roadium Radio family. I can't have this discretion right here. But it was free to be on the up and up. I said, it's my brother Tony A. And I'm gonna have repercussions on this.
Right.
So no, what I called in, I say, with the homegirl right there, shoot for the stars because they belong to the skies. You keep doing what you're doing, and you're gonna get everything coming to you. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. I really do appreciate
You're a great
that.
artist. I've heard your music.
Oh, thank you so much.
You're a great artist, and you're sitting across from my brother Tony A. I'm the box from the Bulls Meet SUV. Everybody know that shit. And Tony A, brother, whenever you call me, I shot you my number through, I believe, Instagram and Facebook.
Okay, Facebook, I rarely ever read my Facebook messages. I'll be honest, I just post and I get out. But I'm 95% more active on Instagram, so please DM me there, bro.
I am, brother. And then we'll set it up. I'll be the first non-famous person to be on your show. Straight up, a street vato. A straight street vato. Yeah, I'm not famous, homeboy. I'm street famous.
All good, homie.
They know me in the SGV. All right, 28. Keep doing what you're doing, vato. And homegirl right there, man, do what you do, man.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Okay, gracias. Let's go. Let's keep it pushing. We got a couple more minutes. Anybody else want to call and give a shout out? I know a bunch of you guys want to reach. Just hear her voice. So let's go. So now, hopefully soon, Smooth can get you out here. I know we know Erica. Erica does a lot of shows. Bella's manager.
Yeah.
I would like to see you perform out here. I would like. I would like for people to hear your music out here. And get to see a totally different vibe from what we have here already.
Yeah.
I think that's important. So, all right, callers, let's go. If not, you know what? You guys have been telling me, get some Texas rappers up in here. We get them, and then you guys are lagging. So, if not, we're going to cut off the lines, and, we're going to continue this conversation. We got a couple more minutes if you guys want to get your question in. If not, so we're going to keep it pushing. Now, so you're going to continue to drop singles for the next couple of months, if you will. Any visuals? Can we expect some visuals with those?
Oh, yeah. We'll definitely have some more content. As far as music videos, I think we're, waiting to be able to kind of execute that at a larger scale. So we're probably going to put our focus more so on just putting out music and, of course, there'll still be video content as far as, separate from the music videos. But I'll try to give as much as I can to, my audience, just to keep them in the loop as much as I can.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's a good thing. Keep working. Now, as far as production, do you have in-house production, or are you willing to work with other producers?
Oh no. Well, right now I've been working with one producer that goes by 33 Bree. So she's actually produced the majority of my Spotify catalog.
So you said she?
Yeah, she.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
and she's dope.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Dope. That's one thing I rarely ever hear of women producers.
Yeah.
Today we have women rappers, obviously women singers, women DJs, but producers, that's a good thing.
Yeah, she's actually right there. I didn't want to point it out because she gets a little nervous. But but yeah, she's super dope. And besides her, I just recently started working with Clef God, the producer.
Give me 1 second. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
My name's Peaches the rapper. My name's Peaches and I'm the best. All the DJs want to feel my breath.
You know what? And they hung up. That was fun coming to America. You're not going to put a fast one on me. But anyways, yeah, he stole that line. At least next time, do something better. I guarantee that was probably royalty. Anyways. Let's keep it pushing. Yeah. Anyways, we get some comedians like that every once in a while, but I'm quick on my feet. So, anyways, let's see who's this now. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yo, can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm calling from Chihuahua, Mexico.
Chihuahua, Mexico. What's up, my brother? You got a question?
Simon, look, I have a question. Look, I know you talk to Marvelous all the time. I just got finished watching the video, on YouTube. I'm a little bit pale, but I just want to ask the lady that you got on the interview right now. Like, you know how nowadays everybody wants to be famous and whatnot. Nowadays everybody has to like be with the elite. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is she willing to sell her soul and things like that para agarrar fame? You know what I mean?
Hey,
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. Let me go ahead and re-ask that question to her. There are stories that people say that in order for them to make it in Hollywood, I just use Hollywood as a music industry, okay?
Yeah.
That they have to sell their soul to the devil and drink blood and
all kinds of
pet an invisible goat. I'm not sure, but and then all of a sudden, the next day you become a star.
Yeah.
Have you heard stuff like that?
Yeah, no. I mean, I used to believe in it too. I used to be so scared of it.
Okay.
I mean, I remember just completely thinking like the music industry was like filled with all this evil. But I mean, I've been in record label buildings and there was no ritual. We just sat in a room with the sofa.
That's what I'm saying. Like if you're trying to get big, you're gonna have to do something. You know what I mean? Because if you don't do nothing, you're not gonna be heard out of your city. Does that make sense?
Well, I mean, I understand what you're saying, and I was signed to one of the biggest record labels in the world, and I didn't have to slow dance with no man. I didn't have to do no ritual. When you say you have to do something.
No. Hey, that's good though, Tony.
My thing,
sure. And I just started. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead, man. You're the one calling from Chihuahua, so go for it.
Yeah, man. I just want to say saludos too because I mean, I'm a deported fool,
Okay.
And I've done my things. I've been in prison and all that shit, pero sí me saca de onda, carnal. That's why I'm calling. I wanted to know if she was willing to do that, because you know about music, honey.
Yeah, no, but that's not part of. That's not in my agenda anytime soon or ever.
Okay. So her answer is no.
Hey, I like to hear that though. That's a good thing.
Awesome.
Well, man. I'm gonna let you guys go.
Okay,
I appreciate it.
Okay, we're gonna take one more phone call, and then we'll wrap it up. And because we got another artist in the building. Okay, caller, your name, where you calling from?
One more phone call.
Caller. Hello? Caller, you there? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Oh, you already know it's the box again, brother. You already know. It's the box.
Hey, Box.
Without the box.
Hey, Box, you know what, man?
Go for it.
There's a lot of people in the live chat that be roasting you, bro. Why is Box always calling? Does he have an inside number? How does he always get through and I can't get through? How do you do it, Box?
Okay, I'm going to tell you how I do it, brother. I'm going to tell you how I do it. Because I focus on work and I focus on what I'm doing. And when I'm on live, or not live, but when I go and call on live, I focus on what I'm doing. I don't call in to say babosadas and bullshit. You hear what I'm saying? Right. I tell the truth, no matter what the truth. And there's a good quote from Scarface. And I hope every vato hears this, or Heina or whatever. It says, hey, man, the eyes, they never lie. They tell the truth, brother. You know what I'm saying? So that's just me. I just want to call back in and say, hey, you know what? I'm back on the second time. And I feel guilty, homie, because I was in the last other interviews. That's it.
Yeah.
But I'm back right here right now, brother. And I just want to say, Cuba Tony, you're my brother. It's a homegirl right there. Do what you're doing. And I'm back on again, homie.
All right. Thank you,
proving them wrong.
Yes.
Am I proving them wrong?
Yes.
You got it, brother.
All right.
You got it.
Okay, one more phone call because that one doesn't count. So come on, guys. One more phone call and then we out. Okay, if not, give me you guys like 10 seconds. If not, we're going to go ahead and just give a shout outs,
Yeah.
So.
Down to do that.
All right. Let me see. Okay, cool. That was our last call. So thank you, Box, for calling. Okay, let me see. All right, bam. Okay, we can take them off right now. Okay, now at this point, you know what? First and foremost, I want to tell you thank you for coming through.
Oh, yeah, I appreciate you.
You're always welcome. Smooth's always welcome. I wish you nothing but the best. Once again, in case I didn't ask you anything, is there anything do you want to promote? Do you want to share? Do you want to say? If not, just go right into your shout outs.
I mean, as far as I think we touched base on everything so far. But I really do want to say thank you, though. It means a lot, you know, that you welcome me into, you know, your safe space and allow me to be here.
Thank you very much.
But yeah, I really do appreciate that.
All good. Any shout outs? Anybody else specifically? Maybe all of Texas?
I mean, shit. Everyone back at home, all of my people in Texas, my family, you know, just everyone who's been rocking with me. I love y'all. And to everyone who actually, you know, tuned in and watched this, I love you guys. You know, shout out to Smooth, shout out to Bree. You know, we about to take over.
Hell yeah. So Smooth, once again, you got to get her out here, okay? Okay, and then I want firm roll tickets. I want to be with my hands, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. All right, Alice, go ahead and put me on this camera right here. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Okay. All right. Once again, if you want to appear on Roadium Radio, once again, send your music to roadiumradio@gmail.com. Okay. And once again, with your music, your videos, and a short bio. Okay. So that's what you do. Like I said, a bio is very, very important. And once again, just a quick reminder, go ahead and subscribe to Freaky Tales Podcast. Freaky Tales Podcast. On Freaky Tales Podcast on YouTube, and follow us on Freaky Tales Podcast on Instagram, okay, for the latest updates. We will have Gil Carrillo, the man who brought, once again, Richard Ramirez to justice here on Friday, along with my co-host, Marvelous Inc. So without further ado, let me go ahead and introduce, once again, another artist that came in from Texas. First time here on Roadium Radio, so I'm excited to announce, once again, Doeman. Doeman, ¿cómo estás?
Oh, yeah. How you doing, man? Good. I appreciate it. Glad to be here, bro.
Yeah, bro. You know what? I'm glad you're here. You know what? We got a lot to talk about, so let's jump right into it. First and foremost, man, how you doing? Everything good?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Just enjoying the weather, man. Having a good time. How you doing?
I'm good, man. You know what? How long you been here? You been here for a couple of days?
Been here for like some weeks. I was here for like some. I drove out here from Houston for a little bit, for like 2-3 weeks, and I flew back recently, and I just flew back to come fuck with y'all, man. Is cussing cool? Everything cool?
You can say whatever the hell you want.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
That's dope, man. Hey, you want a beer or anything, man?
Hell yeah, for sure. I was trying to ask bro for one while I was right before I came up here.
And Norbert, make sure, what do you want, Modelo?
Yeah, whatever you got.
Okay,
yeah.
and bring him a cup, bro, because we got those cans in there. Somebody brought me some cans. I never really drink out of cans.
Yeah, yeah.
So I get it out of cups.
Okay, yeah, not easy, yeah.
So we can chill, and then eventually we'll get to the phones. But we've been getting a lot of people that have been requesting a lot of Texas rappers here.
Right.
So I'm glad you're here. When Smooth told me about you, you know, I'll be honest with you. It's sad to say that when, and I'm glad you erased all of this, because one guy that got really popular out here,
right,
por sus mamaditas, you know, was Little Vent.
Oh, okay. I think I've seen him on like blogs and shit.
We talked about him one time.
I don't know him though. I don't know him personally. But
right.
I heard
but
about
I guess
him.
because he was talking a lot of mierda on the fucking internet, so he got really popular at one point. So
he was talking about a lot of people.
Yes, yeah. So many times, sad to say. So when I think, go for it. So when I think of, man, and it's unfair, so I apologize. When people say Texas rappers, Peso comes up, and then Little Vent.
That's crazy.
Now, obviously, you're totally different in the style.
Right.
So when he told me about you, he like really, really bragged about you.
Real one, Smooth, real one, man.
Yeah,
I appreciate him.
He was like, bro, you need to get this guy on here. Shoot me something. Immediately, I told him, let's get him.
That's love, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, for sure. I think the real shit kind of takes a little bit longer. And like people like Smooth and like people like you who really appreciate and fuck with it, that's like the real core of, I think, hip hop and what we do. And then you got the shit that comes and goes. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. You know, I don't really listen to, like, I don't tune in too much, but I know the difference, you know?
Right. You know, for people to get a better picture of you, where originally are you from?
Southeast Houston, Texas.
Southeast Houston,
yeah,
Texas.
My grandparents, my grandma's from Second Ward in Houston. That's like one of the first like barrios in Houston. My grandpa's from a city right above Austin called Round Rock, Texas. So yeah, but I was born and raised in Houston, and there, you know, I've never really seen anything else, honestly, until like
your
music.
parents are from Houston as well, or
My mom was actually from Corpus Christi, Texas, but my dad, you know, but like we're raised with my pop's family, so all from Houston based for sure.
That's dope, man. That's dope. You know what? Are you come from a big family?
Yeah, sort of. You know what I mean? Like from my pop's side, but I never knew my mom's side of the family. I only knew like her mom's. Yeah, her pops died early, so I didn't really know nobody, but. Yeah, big family. You know.
What about a lot of brothers and sisters?
I got two. I got like one brother and one sister, but it felt like a lot, you know. But the neighborhood, the homeboys, everybody. So, but yeah, it was big though. It was like we knew everybody. Everybody knew us. You know, we had a big presence.
When was the first time you ever come to LA, bro?
Man, the first time I came to LA was 2000. I turned 21, so it had to be 2015. I came with my homeboy, and like I just went like it was like how you were talking about New York, right? Yes. That it was like, damn, that felt fake. That's how it felt for LA. Whenever I woke up and I was like, you landed in Los Angeles. I remember I went to a Rouse, then I went to Venice, and I was like, yo, this shit's wild. But yeah, it was just wild, like the weather, everything. It was just a different world. But I love LA though. I ain't gonna lie, like I fuck with it, man.
Yeah. Do you ever consider, like, would you ever consider moving out here?
Man, I be playing with it. I tell all the homeboys out here. I fuck with a lot of people out here, man. Like my boy Cypress, the Yodis, that you know you're familiar with. My boy Denner from Pico Union. Like just a bunch of people that I fuck with, like real homeboys. And I'd be like, yeah, I'm gonna move out here, but then the cost of living out here is crazy.
It is crazy. It is crazy. But you know what? You have to pay for the weather.
Nah, yeah, for sure.
You know,
the parking too, because y'all ain't got no parking in this.
Oh my God. Okay, the other day, because I know Smooth is a big time Dallas Cowboys fan. I'm a big time Dallas Cowboys fan. Okay, I went to a Dallas Cowboy preseason game here. They played the Chargers. Okay, at the new SoFi Stadium. $80 for the parking.
Oh yeah, nah.
80, and I was like, "What the fuck did I break? I used $80."
Yeah, hell no, I ain't doing that.
Yeah, I'm thinking $20. You know what I'm saying?
What y'all the Rams now, or is it the
Rams and Chargers?
And you go for the Chargers?
Hell no, I'm a Dallas Cowboys
fan. That's crazy. Yeah. How did that happen out here?
Okay, you know what? It's because 5 brothers, 4 sisters. One of them was a big time Dallas Cowboys fan growing up, and you know what I liked growing up? I liked the star.
That's hard. Okay, that's a good reason.
So I kind of wanted to be like, you know what? If you like a team with a star, you're going to become a star.
Yeah. My family's split. I ain't gonna lie. We're all from Texas, but I got like some family that go for the Cowboys. Some family go for they were Oilers fans, so they roll wherever they went. But yeah, for sure. It was definitely like a thing though. But my pops, like you go in my pops' house, the Texans ain't as long as I watched them, haven't been an elite team, but he goes hard for him every year. He got that shit hanging up like he got hope. I don't know, you feel me? But I don't know.
They're just like the Raiders, bro.
Yeah,
they abuse their fans. Years of
loyal
abuse,
ass fans,
decades of abuse.
Damn,
and
I don't
they
know.
Still go for them.
LA, everybody I know from LA is a Raiders fan. Everybody, they go hard for the Raiders out here.
Hell yeah! I mean, I know dudes that got jumped out of their hood and now just claim Raiders. Raiders, fool. You know. But you know what, man? All my homies are all Raiders fans, and I love them. I just like teasing them. So
yeah, for sure.
So would you consider yourself a Cowboys or a Texans fan?
For sure. If I got to pick between the two, I'm for sure gonna go with the Texans, just hometown. I'm from Houston, so I'm gonna ride with H-Town every time.
This guy, bro.
I'm gonna ride with H-Town every time. I ain't gonna lie, just because.
Have you been to a game?
Yeah, I used to go, man, but I'm not really, honestly, bro, I'm not really a big sports fan, honestly. Okay. Like, I fuck with it here and there. Like, you know, I go for my team if they make it, you know, but I'm not going to be the person at every game, or like, I just feel like I'm pursuing my own shit. It's like, I remember I just went to a game right here at the SoFi with it was the Rams and the Texans had a preseason not too long ago. Okay. So I went and I was talking to my entertainment lawyer. He was like a mentor to me. He was like, you know, these guys are trying to make it. I said, well, shit, I'm trying to make it too. So I don't really have time to watch them. I got to do my own shit.
Exactly.
You know,
they should be watching you.
Yeah, I'm on my own journey. Yeah, you know, and I respect it, but I don't got time to just set aside to do that. You know
what? Growing up, you play any instruments at all?
Nah, I played a snare drum. I was in a drum line. I played snare drum.
Oh, all right.
Yeah. Okay. But I played a lot of sports, but I just grew up and didn't never like watch them. But I played.
What sports did you play growing up?
I played football, baseball, boxing, and basketball.
Which one were you at the best at?
Football, boxing.
Okay.
Football, boxing for sure.
Boxing is very important, bro. Because so that you never know when a motherfucker's gonna try to.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Try to act crazy.
Yeah.
And if you know how to throw them hands.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing, bro. Because a lot of these guys out here, I'm sorry to say, they don't know how to fight.
Oh no, not at all. That's why you got a lot of shootings now.
That's right. The fade, they throw more fades on Instagram than on the streets.
Yeah, bro, it's not real. Like nowadays, like ain't nobody trying to fight, ain't nobody hopping out. If people are scared, it's one thing because they scared of the embarrassment that it comes with. A real man gonna take some L's, but you gonna get, you know what I mean? As long as you get yours, as long as you squabble.
Yeah, you know what, and that's the thing, because everybody knows it's gonna get recorded.
Yeah, for sure. Oh yeah, for sure.
Once it gets recorded, and that motherfucker goes viral, ya estuvo.
Yeah, you out of there.
You know what I'm saying? It's over. But now, as far as you never thought about pursuing any of those? You said boxing or football. You never thought about pursuing them as you got older?
Yeah, for sure. Like I played football in high school. I was cold. I was an athlete. Like I was real good at football. I broke my ankle. I think it was like my freshman, and then I broke it again in my sophomore year. And after that, I was like, yeah, fuck this. And I was a dude that actually played for the L.A. Michael Brockers. He's the one who like helped me off the field. He was number 90 for the Rams out here. That's my dog from Chavez High School. And boxing, I really didn't take it. My brother loved it. My brother went pro, everything, and like I fucked with it after I got a little older. And then I went to the Olympic reloads. It was like the next version of the Olympic trials, and I had to fight at 108. I did good. I made it to the semis, man. Like, but after that, I got hit by a truck. I was running across the street. I was going to the Golden Gloves, and I got hit by a truck, and that's what really kind of pushed me towards like the music shit. Like,
I mean, that was a sign. You broke ankles and
it probably wasn't for me. Like, you know, but like at the same point, it's like when you come from them, you know how it is. You come from them for a while. It's like, what else do you got? Well, and like, cause for me, like rap really wasn't like you said, LA was kind of a mecca. New York was a mecca. Yeah. Like, and if Houston was a mecca, it was more like, you know, the black community mecca. It wasn't like, you know, you had SPM, but it was like a very quick in and out. It was never like a real community of Latinos in Houston that were rapping in a sense like that.
You know, are you a fan of SPM? I mean, when he was out with his music?
Man, I ain't gonna lie, like that generation kind of missed me, so I didn't really grow up on S. I knew who he was because he's from the area where like the Southeast where I'm from. Right. But I respect that, like the shit that he put up and things like that, but I can't just say I was like a super fan. Like I know every song because I would be lying.
Is this fan base still big out there?
Man, bro, people love him like he's Pac. It's wild. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Yeah,
See, and that's why sometimes I like to ask these questions, because out here in LA, like I had a homie that told me he went out and worked with them when he was like at his top. Mm-hmm. He goes, and then we flew back out here and we were walking Hollywood Boulevard. Mm-hmm. He goes, and nobody knew who the fuck he was.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but he goes, but over there, he was like Elvis.
Yeah, bro. Nah, they said that he would leave the car shows and shit like that with trash bags full of money. Like, I have a big homie named Big Nate, man, like still around the way in the neighborhood. And he'll just be like, yeah, bro, he was getting so much money and getting so much love. And it was just almost, it was incredible. It was like an epidemic. Like, God, like, you don't know who SPM is? Like, it was wild. But, you know, that kind of like, you know, it went away.
Okay, one more question about him. I believe they said he's up for parole 2024, I heard. Mm-hmm. Whether that's true or not. I interviewed his wife at the time, Carolyn.
Yeah, that's my homie. She actually told me that she was like, yo, you doing Tony's show? That's crazy. Yeah. Dope. She tapped in with me right before I got here.
Dope. And she had told me that he might be getting out 2024. Mm-hmm. Do you think that if he were to get out, he'll still be successful?
Yes, I think he's been successful, man, in there, which is crazy.
Yeah.
You know, because of the allegations and the things that you've been accused of. Yeah. And for a lot of the people, you know, they say, like, you know, all about Raza and all about this. And it's like, there's so many people with mixed emotions, but at the same point, it's like, I know he will, because he's still doing numbers. He's still doing, like, millions a year. He's making millions a year inside of prison. And I know this just from being around the camp. So I know he will, but I also know that just as much love as you get, you are going to receive some people who feel a certain kind of way. Right. And in today's world, it's just a little more crazy. I feel like, you know, if people are, they're trigger happy. Like, I know it probably was that way, but I think it's even deeper now, because it's like you got that on your head. So I don't know yet, you know, but I know he will be successful though.
Okay. You know, now, tough question. Who is the biggest group that has ever come out of Houston?
Rap group?
Yes.
The Ghetto Boys.
You know, you're the first guy that ever mentioned that,
the
bro.
Ghetto Boys,
and
yeah.
I did shows of Ghetto Boys, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Rest in peace to Bushwick Bill.
Yep, straight up. I know his son. His son's hard. His son's cool, man.
Yeah, but people always mention other groups, and I would be like,
who they mention?
Peso.
Like TSF?
Yeah, like
they doing their thing right now. I can't knock them, but like, come on, it's the Ghetto Boys. Like, if it's hip hop, like we talking hip hop, because I think there's a difference between rap and hip hop. I think there's a big difference.
Well, let's clarify that, because when it comes to hip hop, I guess I want to, at least in my interpretation, I'm talking about the culture. We're talking about MCing. We're talking about b-boying. We're talking about turntables, and we're talking about graffiti.
Yeah, graffiti, all that.
Okay,
yeah.
But Now, one of the elements is rap. So I guess I'm just saying as a whole, who is the biggest that ever came out? You would say Ghetto Boys?
Ghetto Boys.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, Ghetto Boys. I think they made the way. Like, once you do that, it's like the Jesus of this shit in the sense of like y'all showed everybody else it was possible coming out the South. You know, it's either, I mean, but see, I would say UGK too, but UGK's from Port Arthur. They're not from Houston.
Okay.
You know,
okay.
But yeah, but Ghetto Boys for sure.
Okay, now, tough question, but I have to ask you.
Mm-hmm.
Is there such thing, say I'm just a square and I don't know about rap, so this is the way it's going to come out. Is there such thing as one rapper that will be considered the greatest of all time? Like he is the best who I've ever done it?
One rapper that would, I don't think so. I mean, I think if it was going to be that, everybody's going to go with Jay-Z because it's just the things he's done and the things he's accomplished and the way he's done it and how, I mean, I think it's going to be that. But then you have different people. Like, I didn't even like, I caught some shit. I did an interview and I didn't even put Jay-Z like in the top whatever, right? Okay. And it was on my head. Like, what the fuck's wrong with you? Like, Jay, you know, like, but it's just, I was saying my preference of skill. I wasn't really saying of like what people have done but yeah, I think if it is going to be greatest ever to ever do this and the way they did it and trailblaze, it's going to be Jay. But to me, I'm like, not in everybody's opinion. I think everybody is entitled to their own opinion and how they feel. So,
okay,
you know.
now, if I were to say the top 5 to have ever done it, so you said Jay-Z, can you give me 4 more?
In my opinion, I can give you my opinion. I can give you my opinion. Pac.
Okay.
I'm going to have to go with, in my opinion, this is my opinion, Nipsey Hussle. He's definitely my top 5, you know.
Okay, you got two more.
So you got Pac, Nip, Jay, Big Pun. And it'd be like, to me, it's like a tie between like Nas and Method Man. I fuck with Method Man heavy. And Method Man be coming out of left field, but I fuck with Method. I feel like he was one of the dopest lyricists.
Okay. I'm kind of surprised because when I've asked this question on podcast or just on the street, if I asked it 10 times, 9 times, everybody said Eminem.
Oh yeah, I mean, I wasn't a fan of Eminem. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I've never like. I think Eminem's one of the best rappers ever. But I was never like, yo, Eminem. Like, I gotta go jam his new shit. You feel me? Right. I never like, you know, I never was like just gonna go slap Eminem shit. I'm just speaking for my personal preference. But I think he's a GOAT in hip hop. But like, to me, that's who I love. You feel me? Like Nip, I'm for sure. If Nip drop, I'm jamming Nip over him.
Mine would probably be this. And again, I'm more of an old school head. I would probably say KRS-One. I would have to say Rakim.
Hard.
I would have to say Ice Cube.
That's gas.
I would have to say, I would throw Eminem in there. And I keep forgetting the last one. I'll come back to that one. But
Ice Cube surprised me because I feel like Ice Cube's so slept on and underrated. You feel me? I feel like he's underappreciated.
Yes. So once again, KRS-One, I said KRS-One, Rakim. I said Ice Cube, Eminem, and there was one more. Fuck. But I'll come back to that one. But I do think that those guys are the best who have ever done it. I'm not going to say there's never going to be anybody better.
Right.
See, like, I'll give you an example. Maybe I'm just weird how I listen to music. I know Nas is an amazing rapper.
Right.
He's an amazing rapper, okay? I'm just not a guy that bumps Nas.
I feel like that's how I feel about him, honestly.
Okay.
I think probably the same thing. You know, like, I don't know, like, yeah, I feel like something not appealing to him about you. Like, oh, that's cool, but it might be this or that, right?
See, now, I feel the same way about Jay-Z.
Yeah?
Yes.
I did, I think, until I started, like, I feel like, to I had my entertainment lawyer, he'd be like, you're not listening? And I guess I just wasn't. But I think he just speaks so much from like the, you know, the artist standpoint of like the business and kind of teaching you. I feel like Nip did that on like a level that wasn't so hard to understand. And like, oh damn, we all can understand.
Right.
But yeah, I get it though. I mean, you know, yeah, some people ain't your cup of tea. You feel me? Like some people ain't gonna fuck with you. That's how it goes.
And it isn't like this says, and I want to respectfully say this about this artist. It isn't that I don't think that they're any good. I think they're great. I just don't, you know, bump them.
Yeah, they ain't your shit.
You know,
yeah,
I think Outkast is dope, but I don't bump them.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, so. But now, do you remember? Let's take it back a little bit. Do you remember how young you were when you first got introduced to rap? And do you remember who it was that you listened to? I'd like to give an example. I was in 6th grade and I heard Sugar Hill Gang, Rapper's Delight.
Yes. Yeah, me was I mean, I've always been introduced to it. Like my pop was on hip hop early. Like my mom's always tells me the story that he was jamming NWA, like picking her up in his whip in high school. But I mean, my first when I fell in love with it, or like I really like, well, it was like Slick Rick, children's story. I used to write that lyric down and I used to sell it to kids in my class for $1, and I'll tell them, I teach them how to rap children's story.
No shit.
Yeah, it was Slick Rick and Dougie Fresh. Those were like the two that like when I really like fell in love with this shit. Like I was like, yo, this shit is incredible.
Would you say that, see, I had no choice because I grew up in an era where the majority of the music that was coming out of the East Coast.
Right.
At a young age, being a teenager, we had Ice-T. We had a group called Toddy T, Mixmaster Spade, King T, and then in 88, NWA came out. But they were already booming with like the Fat Boys, Run DMC, UTFO, Biz Markie.
Yeah, they was running the shit, yeah.
Right. So would you say you grew up possibly more on East Coast rap than West Coast, or would you say it was even?
I would say it was even. I would say it was even because like we came out with, then you got Snoop and then you had Dre and all these people that were like so heavily in, like then NWA. My pop loved NWA. Like he fucked with it like but I think just coming from the South, which it was, you had rap, but like it was like we didn't have no kind of like, I think we didn't have our feet in the ground at the time.
Right.
So we're kind of just outsourcing for what like that was. But I think it was even though for sure. But I think like Pac and Biggie, like it was like to us, it was. I'm a Pac dude. Like I'm with Pac for sure. But I think it was even. I think it was more.
Okay.
more
what was it about Pac that I guess that you gravitated towards? Like, what was it? You said, this is my shit, bro.
Just his intention. I think his intention as a human, as an artist, like he was gonna let you know, and like his like just that. I just feel like the energy. It was like he was like, yo, I don't give a fuck, and like I don't care. Like I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to be, like y'all gonna feel me before you hear me. Like it's not about my words. It's about what you gonna feel. The impact he left on the world, to me, was more important than talent. It wasn't even about talent. It was like, I don't give a fuck, and y'all gonna hear what I gotta say. And I think that, to me, that's important, like legacy, and that's what made me, go to him.
Wow. Okay. You a Biggie fan?
I fuck with Biggie. I think Biggie's one of the greatest ever. But yeah, I'm not as big as Pac. But I mean, I don't feel like he's to me. But I fuck with Biggie though for sure.
Okay. This might be a tough one.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to the biggest or the most classic album of all time when it comes to the West Coast, if you had to choose one, what album would that be? And I really want you to think about that one.
Can you include Pac or no?
Yeah, of course. I consider him West Coast because he passed away over here. Yeah. He was signed over here. So
he went hard for y'all. He went hard for the West too.
Norbert, can I get a beer with a cup, please?
Can I get one more too, please?
Yeah. Get him another one and bring the tequila with the shot glasses, please. So,
the biggest. You bringing the tequila? Oh shit! Yeah. Hold on, Tony Vision, you going crazy? Hold on.
Oh, everybody knows here. I like to drink on me.
Oh, me too, bro. Me too. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. As long as you don't drink and drive.
Oh yeah, I ain't drive. Oh no. I learned my lesson in Texas. Look, Guapo's on the way.
Okay, so
the biggest
on the West Coast. If you had to say to me, this is the best album out here in the West.
And I could be uneducated too, because and I'm probably gonna get like hella flack for this, cause I know people gonna like, I fuck with people like I fuck with like LA people heavy, man. I fuck with the whole culture out here.
Thank you, bro.
To me, I was just speaking from my education. It would just have to be like, and you got the Xbvalentine. Yeah, I need that sponsorship. I'm telling you, I be tagging.
Bro, I've been begging those motherfuckers.
Now you gotta tag them. You just gotta tag them, bro. I'm telling you, like super crazy pictures to tag them.
Okay, so go ahead, bro. You think about it, and I'll pour.
All right, what do we? Guapo back here 1-1.
Okay, cool. All right, go for it.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit that.
All right, so stick to the question.
I would say, to me, All Eyes on Me are Me Against the World by Pac. Me Against the World probably, or I mean like maybe Chronic by Dre.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know them two because maybe I'm not too familiar though in that sense, and I'll be the same thing on the East Coast. I ain't gonna lie, I'll be the same way on the East Coast.
Well, you know what? Okay, here. You know what? You want to pass that one to him, and then you pour that one to him. There you go. Okay, for me, I think you chose the right one. I was gonna say the first Chronic album.
Yeah.
Yes.
Chronic
yes,
Dre. That
yes.
shit was like the biggest thing ever, right?
Yes.
At one sense?
Yes. So now, when it comes to the East Coast, if you have one, what would you say?
It gotta be Biggie. You know what I mean? Like,
now consider Wu-Tang. Consider.
then, okay, hold on. Yeah, then you got like Illmatic. Then you got Jay, like Reasonable Doubt. But I would say like that's like relevant now. Like people listening to it is Ready to Die by Big, because I feel like that is like it's traveling through time. Cause you got albums like, I feel like Illmatic was amazing by Nas, but to travel that long,
right,
and to have that much longevity as an album, as a body of work, like Ready to Die, like people are still jamming, you know, like people are still, Juicy still getting played in the club, you know, like those kind of things as far as if we talking about that. But I wouldn't just talk about like influential impact because I wasn't there, so I couldn't feel it or, you know, be a part of it. But just as me speaking from the outside.
Now, maybe because I'm just an old head and I think Smooth would know that for me, it'll probably be Grandmaster Flash and the Furious Five's first album.
That's crazy.
Because that one has the message. That's what Cube raps to.
The message, which what that was
that was
what? How does it go?
Broken glass everywhere. People pissing on the stage like they just don't care. That one, bro.
Yeah, that's my shit. My pipe used to put me on that shit heavy.
That one, it had Scorpio, and then it had Survival. Survival was part 2 to the message. And Cube took the message and did, you better check yourself before you wreck yourself.
No,
remember that shit?
check yourself before you wreck.
Yes, exactly, bro. So to me, that is probably my favorite. And if I had to choose Smooth, a 12-inch single that came out of New York, Planet Rock. Africa Bambaataa.
Planet Rock. Yeah,
sure. Bro. So I like all that shit, bro. So now let me ask you this. Around how old were you when you started, let's just say, fucking around rapping? Like, maybe you didn't take it as seriously, but you were, how old were you? Like, fuck it, let me just try to rhyme cat with hat.
I was like 3rd grade, probably.
3rd grade?
Yeah. I mean,
and what do you think it was that inspired? Was it your pops playing music, or?
It had to be my pops, and like when we'll come home, like when you said like the elements of hip hop, like I would come home, my pop came, you know, my pops, you know, he
was one of those.
Oh yeah, we break dance, like he'll put the music on, we had to break dance. But to me, I just fell in love with rap. My sister always jammed the music, and I was just like, damn, I love this shit. And then the whole neighborhood, you know, and I would freestyle. It was like Houston, like freestyle is like the big thing. Everybody gets in the circle, and we just, and it may be slow, but we're all just kind of coming. And that was like a thing that we did. And 3rd grade, I would do it all the way up. You know, they have videos of me. My mom got videos of me on a VHS of me like rapping in like the 5th grade with my dog, who's like my DJ now. And he's like my brother. He's like my best friend, you know, and we just rapping and kicking shit. But I didn't take it serious till after the accident.
What would you be rapping to?
Man, all H-Town instrumentals, I ain't gonna lie.
Okay.
Like Chunk Up the Deuce, Tipping on 4-4s, Knocking Pictures Off the Wall, like a bunch of like real H-Town based instrumentals. But you know, that's all like, that was what everybody knew, but it was definitely like a thing.
Yeah.
But I was definitely rapping.
You know, I remember I was doing some shows and I would turn on the radio and I would hear certain songs. I don't know if they're considered, I believe they're considered down south songs, okay? Mm-hmm. And there's so many ways that your songs can win people over. For an example, many times they could be in a movie, and depending on where they put it on, people can say, what the fuck is that song?
Yeah,
yes. Many times it could be in a club. You could hear it on the radio and not like it, but hear it in the club, you see people dance to it.
Right.
But that shit is fucking dope. That's why it's important to have a good manager that knows how to place them, okay? Mm-hmm. I remember I heard this one song, and I'll tell you in a minute what it was. I heard it on the fucking radio. I thought this song was fucking horrible. I thought it was terrible. Then I went to a strip club that night. Okay?
Yard up.
Slow motion for me. Slow motion for me. Slow
Fell
motion
in love
for
with
me.
them.
Oh my God. I was like, what the? But that's that song he said was fucking whack.
Yeah, you fell in love with it.
Yeah.
In a sense of like what it did to people.
Yes. So
that's crazy.
Music can move people, bro. That's why I always tell artists, make sure you don't release no mediocre shit.
That's crazy.
You know, make sure you take your time, because what you feed them, you know, it's you. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I've known dudes that are like, you know what? I only took my time like on these 2 songs. The rest I just had the last 3 years, and I just released a record.
Yeah, for sure.
And I was like, that's why they're at the Swami collecting dust.
Bro. That's not for real though. And I think that it's also like, I've learned that through time, because I feel like I grew up in this shit, man. Like I started dropping music, you know, so long ago. I was selling CDs at high school, and like I really like had to learn like to take pride, time with it.
Right.
And I'm still learning. I think everybody is as artists, you know. Nobody but it's like I've never had a label. I've never had none of that. So everything I've always done is legit been out of my mind and what we gonna do. And then sometimes I feel like artists get vulnerable or desperate because, you know, it's an attention-based, ego-based thing. And then when that shit starts dropping, people really don't know how to handle it. Because it's one thing that's dangerous about this shit. You hit the highest of highs and you're going to hit the lowest of lows.
Yes.
But if you can't handle those lows, you're going to fuck around and lose yourself because you're ego-driven. For me, like, I talked to my homie about this. He's like, man, just make sure you do it because you love it. Anything that you truly love, you're going to give your time to. You know what I mean?
Bro, I've known a lot of ego-driven fucking artists that maybe at one point they've had a mega hit, okay? 10 years later, guess what? They may not respond the way they did 10 years ago. And then they get upset, you know? And then they start talking like, man, if you were there 10 years ago, people used to kiss my ass and people used to drive me around. And I was like, hey, bro, you're old now. And the song's
over,
old. Your song's 30 years old.
Yeah, that shit ain't, it ain't it no more. It's a new day.
Yeah, it's a new day. But you know what? A lot of these, like you touched on, a lot of these ego-driven artists, they don't want to respect today's artists. You have to learn how to pass the baton, bro.
That's a problem, and for sure.
You have to, bro. So you know what? Whenever you want to refill,
thank you, brother.
But yeah, you have to learn how to pass the baton. I had a youngster. He was 22 years old, and he asked me to be his DJ because I could still cut it up.
Hell yeah.
But you know what I told him? I said, look, I'll tell you what. Why don't we just find somebody younger? I'll teach him, bro. If he knows how to spin, I'll teach him how to, cut in, how to play intro music. We'll do your first verse, chorus. We'll in West you with an explosion, kick in a fucking dope beat. You talk to the fucking crowd. You scratch in the next song. Yeah. You know, that's how we do. We do some real hip hop shit.
Yeah, for sure.
And he said, well, how come you just don't want to do it? And I just told him the truth, bro. I'm about to be 54 years old. This was before last year. I said, I'm about to be 54 years old, bro. Yeah, I still love rap, but I want to give somebody else an opportunity.
Yeah, and that's what it got to be, bro.
Yeah.
But a lot of people don't get that. I feel like a lot of artists, a lot of anybody, fuck that, mine. And like, to me, like, I want to see, because it's a new, to me, like, it's like I pay attention a lot to James Brown. Like, when you're at that level,
my God,
you
man.
teach, like, okay, he listened to all the young people. What's cool now? Because that's why he changed so much, and that's why he stayed so relevant through so much time. But I think that's, at some point, I don't even think that is because why you can't do it. I think it's because of what you've done, and that alone is already going to be, like, a pillar. Like, yeah, like, you see, like, who's cutting for me, who co-signs me. So I feel like that too, but I understand your perspective as well, though.
Yeah. I mean, because, there's a lot of guys out there, like you said, are ego-driven, and they want the spotlight on them even now. Like, I'm like, bro, like, let it go. It's their time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
And another thing, before we switch subjects, is that I've seen a lot of older heads, and I feel bad because I know these guys mistreat the up and coming artist. Like, you need to fucking pay me fucking homage type of shit. Like, motherfucker, like you
like
acting
on some
like they owe you,
check-in type shit.
Like they owe you royalties or something. So yeah, bro. So not for me, bro. To me, I want to help. Let's continue to move forward, and we're here because we love rap.
Hell yeah, for sure. We love it. We love the element of it.
So now let me ask you this: if I were to hop in your car, what would you be bumping today? What new artists, if any?
New artists?
Yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. I just be jamming. Like, I jam a lot of oldies music, and I jam like Nip. I jam a lot of Pac. For real. I like JEDI from Dreamville. I fuck with him. He be rapping his ass off. I like this dude from out here. He be like, he don't even be on like the rap shit, but he be on like on singing rap named Kalen. For real. I fuck with him. All my homies, I fuck with like the Yodis. They go crazy. My boy MG from out here. Cypress Moreno, big producer out here. Man, I feel like I'm probably missing somebody, but like, honestly, I jam like the people I fuck with, honestly, and I jam like Nip, Pac, and Odie's. I really don't like diving too much into other people's music.
Okay.
I fuck with it. I know it's good and I know it's dope, but it's because like I don't want to start emulating the sound, and I like keeping my, I feel like that's why I've kept my shit so hip hop for so long, because I might not know what's cool, but I know what's me, and I think that's good. Yeah, that's my gift. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Because you know what? For an example, I know some guys may get mad, but we don't need, and I say this respectfully, we don't need another Drake. We don't need another Nipsey. Sure. Nipsey's Nipsey.
Yeah.
We don't need another Tupac. Tupac is Tupac.
Yeah.
We want you to be you.
For sure.
And that's what made everybody so different. Snoop said it best. In the 80s and 90s, there were no two rappers that sounded the same.
Yeah, bro. Everybody sounds the same. It's kind of like dreadful now. It's dreadful now. Honestly, bro. It honestly is. Like everybody, this sounds like that. That sounds like this. And shout out my homie Ashton Matthews. He's actually from Carson, California. He go crazy. I fuck with him too. But yeah, bro. Everybody sounds the same or emulating something. We have a content-driven game we in now. It's not even about the music. It's crazy. It's not even about the talent. It's like this much about that. And to me, you know, I spent all my life trying to figure out. It's like you DJing, right? I'm figuring out how I'm gonna be the best at what I'm doing.
Right.
And it's like, damn. Then they come and tell you like, this shit don't matter. Like you got 15 seconds to capture their hearts, and then you out of here. Like it's like, yo, what the fuck? And I just don't. I don't know. Like to me, I'm not. Man, like you got to change with the game, but at the same point, you can still have your perspective on it. Like, yeah, that shit to me is kind of corny, but it is what it is.
Right, right. Now, as far as like your style of rap, because I've heard some of your songs, okay, and I really enjoy them, okay?
Thank you.
What is the response that you get when you perform?
Oh, man, I love performing, man. Just like rapping my ass off, but man, we get energy because I give them energy. Like, you know, whenever we talk about, yeah, bro, when you talk about, always tell everybody we pray every time we go perform. Every time. There's not one time where it's like my ego don't take me on stage. My ego don't get me out. Man, I performed in front of 3 people, 2 people. I've been I remember I went to Dallas one time it was called the Green Elephant. Was that the venue? Green Elephant? Yeah, Green Elephant. Bro, I performed for like 5 people. And I was like, fuck. And 2 of them was my uncle and his girl. Like, it was, you know what I mean? I swear to God.
So it was really 3.
I swear to God, it was really 3, right? And then it's like, man, but at the same point, you got to swallow that shit, like, because it comes with it. And it's like, it's not about that. It's about, like, do you love this? Does this shit bring you joy? Or do you do it for everybody else to validate you and tell you that you're okay, that you're, like, nah. So, man, I've done all that. You know what I mean?
No, believe me, I've done that too. We did a show in San Bernardino one time. Our single had just barely hit the airwaves, 1991, early 1991. And when we got there was maybe like 10 people there. It was a restaurant / bar and on stage. But we were getting paid $1,500 to do the show.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah, I'm in there, right?
My manager went and got everybody that was sitting at the bar and told them, we need you to come over here. We need you. He even brought a midget. There was a midget there. Like he brought that motherfucker, you know. So we had like maybe 10 people when we rocked those motherfuckers.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but the thing is, you have to expect
I tell all my homies, tell everybody, get the fuck up. Like, tell everybody. I do that, I swear to God.
Yeah. You know, okay, now out here, they have a thing called, I think it's called pay for play. Like, you have to sell tickets.
Right.
Does that happen in Texas?
Yeah, hell yeah. I think it happens everywhere. Like, I think, like, yeah. I mean, to me, like, I never paid to get on the show. I never paid, like, oh, yeah, like, but I think, like, early stages, I think that's, like, early stage shit. But, like, for me, it was, like, nah, like, we had the neighborhood at first, and then you know they're already there, you know. And but it definitely happens though. It's definitely happened. Like I've been on the show. I remember when Nip came to Texas in 2013, the Crenshaw tour. Dog, this janky ass promoter. I don't even remember that. I wouldn't even say their name honestly. They booked like 48 fucking. They booked like 40, like 30 to 40 openers. That shit was dreadful. It was
Are you serious,
bro? It was horrible. Like it was to the point where like artists would get on the stage, and it's like it is a Nipsey fan base. This ain't like you ain't going to no R&B show. They're like, get the fuck, you know what I mean? So like I had my dog there, Propane from Texas. He was like, they don't give a fuck about you right now. Don't care about me. Just go out there. I went out there, I spit a cappella for like 30, 40 seconds. And I was like, oh, yo, my name's Doeman. I'm out of here. Like, they started clapping because they were like, thank God he knows to get the fuck out of here. Because you got artists go out there and perform for 35 minutes. And they were like, they was about to kill them fools.
When you get booked, how long are your sets, bro?
My sets are like 30 to 45 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I do like 25. But honestly, I include my DJ in it. I like doing the breakdown. I like doing like, you know, just a little shit like that. But I do like doing like 30 minutes on the average though. 30 minutes to me is like, cause I feel like that, like, you know, you go in and I think I started like 15 minutes and it's 10 minutes. And that's like to hit them and you know, you got to hit them as hard as you can and dip. And then to win them over, you know, it takes a little long. And you got to really win them. You really got to like win their souls.
Very, very
connect true. With them. And once you connect with them people, they're like, yo, they feel you.
That's what makes you successful, bro.
All right.
Because you've connected with these artists. A lot of these guys, and I know because I've seen it, they don't give a fuck. They'll just go out there, get their fucking money, whatever, and then bounce.
For sure.
And it's, oh, yeah, we rocked that motherfucker. You know, you didn't rock shit, bro.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
anyways.
Ego. Yeah. Oh, I seen that all the time. Like, just, I don't give a fuck. All right, bet I'm out. Like, and it's like, people, I don't know. Yeah,
Did you see Nipsey perform?
Hell yeah, I seen Nipsey. I stayed. It was like, man, but the fans still loved him so much. It was like, look at my car. Look at, man, people was going crazy. But like, hell yeah, like I watched Nip perform there in House of Blues. I opened up for him though at the Warehouse one, but I was like, I seen him at the House of Blues though.
If I were to ask you this, and what would be your best answer? What do you think made Nipsey, I guess, different / special?
Man, it's just like, bro, his mind and the way he moved and the way, like, what he believed in and the fact that he never stopped. Like, so many artists, I feel like you have to believe in yourself as a human. Now, fuck an artist, right? Like, as a human being, you have to believe in yourself and what you do and why you do it. Because sometimes it's going to be good. Sometimes it's going to be bad. Sometimes, shit, you don't even know why you're doing it yourself, but you have to recollect. And I think that he had the vision. He was like, I ain't stopping because I know what I'm worth. And I think that's what made him special. And like, I jammed Nip way before his death, but after his death, I seen people who never knew who he was. Right. But they felt it. It wasn't even the music. It was his interviews. It was shit like this that made him like, yo, like, wow, you know?
Okay, I'm glad you said that because I'm going to bring something up, okay? And this is for young artists if they care to listen to me. If not, maybe one day that I'm dead, you can archive this, bring it back up, and like, oh, fuck, Tony said that a long time ago. Today, there are many ways you can win an artist. You can win them with your music, but say they don't like your music. Sure. You can win them with an interview. Say maybe they don't like your interview. You can win them with a video. Say maybe they don't like your video. Sure. You struck out 3 times. Here's the 4th one, okay? You performing.
Oh, yeah.
I saw that motherfucker. He gave it everything he got. He earned my motherfucking respect.
Yeah, for sure.
If you can win them in those 4 ways, bro, at least 3 of these, bro, you got people that will fucking support you, bro.
Dog, yeah, for sure. Like, I think Smooth told me this one time. He said, check out every box. He's like, you got to check out every box. And I think that, like, Big Crit, I don't know if you've seen Big Crit from the South, but like, one of the greatest hip rap performers. And he's like, everybody want to be a rapper, but everybody out can't do a show. And it's so true.
Yeah.
I know motherfuckers with big records. And they go out, man, like, okay, like, it's another dude from the South. Crazy, though. Maxo Cream. One of the best performers. I'm talking about big boy, big dude.
Yeah.
One of the best performers. You would think he just go out there on some gangster shit, like talking about around the stage, going crazy, but like, and he got the records. But I think that you're so right about that. Like, to perform, that makes it
wins people over.
Oh yeah, bro. It's an art form, and you have to know an art form of it, and like, cause you're basically saying like, I don't give a fuck what y'all say about me. Like, I'm finna go hard. Because like, every artist who ever performed knows that, like, this motherfucker's looking at you like you got shit on your face if you're in the wrong place. Bro, I performed. I'm from Houston, so it's like there was really no tension between blacks, like Mexicans. It wasn't like, oh, you see a black dude, and you know, it wasn't like that out there. It was like, but at the same point, I got the mess. I'm 15 years old. I'm in a crowd. I performed about 30 people. They're all about 30 to 40 years old, black dudes with do-rags and grills on, and they're looking at me like, get the fuck off the stage. You know what I mean? But you got to know, like, you got to keep that, because anybody else would have just quit.
Yeah.
They would have walked out the venue like, yeah, this ain't for me.
Is it possible that maybe somebody that's weak-minded could have thought they were looking at me crazy because I wasn't black?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's what it is. I mean, that is it though. Yeah. When I started, like, really, I'm gonna tell you, like straight up, like, it's not. I wouldn't say it's like it's no malice. It's just what's the norm? What's the norm for them? What is a rapper? Right? No, a rapper probably looks like this way, or have you picture it? To me, bro, like, I did like the whole brown soul shit. Like, I was looking inside at all the pictures you have, and I was like, that's brown soul. Like, it's like somebody that's brown that understand that we're part of hip hop.
Yeah.
You're not just like a fan of it. You're a part of it. And to me, it was like that. Nobody can understand it at first, right? It's like, but then once you learn it, I call my shit brown soul, and I started saying the body. I started doing all these things because I'm doing my research on who I am. Because I'm from Houston, where everything, like how you were saying, like, you go to school, you get called a wetback. Yeah. There's like, they try to beat the Mexican Latino out of us, but nobody talks about that because it's like, who cares, right? But we need to care because we pay attention to so many other cultures, and sometimes I feel like not our own enough.
Exactly.
So I started to, and that's when I started gaining my pride of being Latino and started being like, yeah, well, fuck it, they're gonna look at me like this anyway. Yeah. So now we're gonna put the big ass flag up to let them know, like, this is what we are, but then I'm doing this at a high level. You know, and I feel like I can compete with anybody, and I mean anybody. There's nobody that's rapping right now that I don't think I can get in the booth with and rap with at all.
Hell yeah.
Period.
I like that shit. And I like your little medallion right there.
Oh, thank you, brother.
That motherfucker's dope.
Dino Records, man. I got to get you on. We got to send you on.
Bro, I scoped that shit out as soon as you walked in the building.
Thank you, brother. Thank you,
That shit was dope. Now, okay, we talked about possibly the greatest, if there was a greatest rapper. We talked about the best West Coast album, the best East Coast album. Let me ask you this. Who have you seen perform that you can say, man, these are the, let's just say top 4 performances I've ever seen as far as rap. But I'm talking about seeing it in person.
Right.
And you were like, man, like I'm fucking nobody compared to these guys.
Yeah, for sure.
But it made you step up your game.
Yeah. Damn, that's the hallway. I seen a lot of shows in the Southway a lot of times. Big Crit, number 1.
Okay. Now, for people that may not know, where is he from?
Big Crit is from Mississippi.
Okay.
Big Crit's from Mississippi. Mm-hmm. Crazy, man. Big Crit, alumni, multi-alumni.
Give him a refill, homie.
Multi.
Don't worry about it. I got another bottle, so.
Oh, yeah, this is my dog right here. I'll be in this motherfucker for 3 hours if you let me.
It's all good, homie. Let's keep it pushing.
Now, Big Crit. Shit. Man, I'll say performance-wise, that's a hard-ass question. I ain't gonna stunt. Man, who's like some good-ass performers?
Okay, let me give you mine, and then you think of yours. Okay,
yeah, for sure.
If you come with some, mine, I would probably have to say number 1 was KRS-One. When I saw him perform, he was just on some boom bap shit. A DJ, the mic, and a guy beatboxing, and I just saw him take fucking control of the crowd, bro. Like he had him like right here, bro. I was like, fuck.
They knew they're like everything he wanted him to do, he could do.
Yes. The next one, believe it or not, was NWA.
That's hard.
There ain't too many people out there that they can say that I seen NWA perform.
Where'd you see them perform at? That's crazy, because what you telling me right now, I'm just like picturing it.
It was March 24th, 1988. Look it up. At the Anaheim Celebrity Theater, I was backstage with them because my manager knew them, and they used to come to my house, rap on my mixtapes. If you heard the intro, oh no, you weren't here for the intro. Ice Cube, Eazy-E, Dre, they all rapped on my mixtapes. Now, but keep in mind, because people always ask me, thank you, brother. People always ask me, like, how was it working with them? Well, they didn't know who they were at the time.
Nobody does.
You know what I'm saying? They didn't. Then they fucking blew up, and then they couldn't rap on my mixtapes no more. You know what I'm saying? So, so I would say NWA. The energy in there was incredible, and I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. If you didn't gangbang when you saw them, you would want to walk out of there. Fuck, I'm a fucking gangbang.
Yeah, I'm a Johnny Bang. I'm a Johnny
Bang.
Bang.
Yes, bro. That's the energy they gave. Okay. The second group, believe it or not, to my brother, Be Real, Cypress Hill, bro.
Oh yeah, crazy. I never seen him perform, but I fuck with Be Real in
bro. Insane performances, bro.
I seen that they were on live with the Linkin Park or something like that. They did that tour together. That shit looked crazy, dog.
And I'm gonna tell you another one. Ghetto Boys.
Yeah, okay. H-Town, we in the building.
Yeah. And I toured with Ghetto Boys, and I did a lot of shows with Cypress Hill. But Bushwick Bill, Willie D, Scarface, bro.
Scarface, sure.
Insane shows, bro.
Face been that dude for a long time. That's crazy. That shows was like, I feel like they had so much to prove too, because I feel like coming out everywhere, I feel like coming from the South for real, it was like we weren't accepted. And then, so Mexican from the South, I feel like even more not accepted. You feel me?
Very, very true,
honestly,
bro.
Honestly.
You know, okay, now, see, if you know, because are you familiar with, I'm sure you have Split DTV?
Yeah, I'm not, I don't, yeah, I know who, it's a blog.
Yeah. Well, I interviewed him here, okay? So we were talking about this club that in 1991 I went to. It was called the Palladium in Houston, Texas. Okay, we performed there. Here's the crazy part. 1991, it's all black people, okay? Yeah. It was me, DJ Quick, Second to None, AMG, and then there was a guy named Father MC, then it was Das FX, and then EPMD.
Das Effects, they want effects.
Yes.
Das Effects.
They're the ones who did the chorus with Ice Cube on that. You better check yourself.
Oh, that's you better check yourself before you.
Das Effects. Yeah. So what happened was, so we did a show with them, 1991. The audience is all black. Okay. The reason why I'm saying that is this: 6 years later, I go with a Latino, and he goes, "Oh, we're gonna perform at the Palladium in Houston." I go, "Oh, I know that place. It's all black crowd." We went there, bro.
Mexicanos everywhere.
It became a Mexican a banda club.
That might be worse than the black crowd because the Mexicans who love bands, they be like, get the fuck. They don't like that hip hop.
Bro, I was
shit,
like, what the fuck happened? But it changed.
Oh, bro,
it just changed.
evolves, bro.
But you know what that just tells me, bro? That Raza is just spreading everywhere, bro.
Oh, bro, we go, man. I'm telling you, all the neighborhoods that was like black, bro, they're turning Mexican. I mean, man, we're just everywhere.
Yes,
you know?
yes.
It's cool to be Mexican now.
You know what? It's crazy that you say that because a lot of these guys that fucking went back now, people are Raza.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they want to fucking celebrate. It's cool to be Mexican. It's cool to be Latino. Like, all these things. I think about it like reggaeton. Like, Latin music is the biggest thing in the world. I don't jam reggaeton like.
Me neither.
But I don't, and I've jammed. But I fuck with like I met an artist. I had the pleasure of doing a record with a dude named De La Ghetto, right? And he's like he's a landmark in that reggaeton shit, in that music, in their genre. Man, when I tell you this, one thing I learned about Ego. One of the biggest artists on the world, Daddy Yankee shit. I'm talking about paid in the motherfucker. I know they go crazy. You know what I learned? I was like, he was cool as fuck. You know, they told us it was during the pandemic.
Right,
Jack
right.
Daniels said, yo, like, that's like if they say, hey, yo, man, hey, yo, Tony Vision finna come, like, don't have nobody around him, just you and him. And he comes up to me and he's like, hey, like, fuck that, bring the whole hood. He tells me that like, we're taking a picture. And I'm like, all right. So I text all the homies. I text all my bros. I text all the people. My pop showed up, everybody. They're standing outside like the house that we're shooting the video.
Right.
Man, he hops out and he shakes everybody's hand. He's like, man, what's up, my name? Hey, man, what's up? Hey, man. Like, respect and, like, just the way every day. He didn't have to talk to me on set at all.
Right.
He could have been like, get him the fuck out. Every day he'll come outside, the homie you're small, he'll come out there and just chop it up with me, man, and no ego involved. And I was like, these rappers are on some crazy shit. Like, they on some wild shit. You know what I mean?
Right.
I was like, these fools really be feeling themselves. It's crazy. But I appreciated that from him, though. I don't jam that music, but I appreciate their culture and their genre for sure.
Hell yeah. I'm going to ask you this, and you don't have to, okay? Before we take some phone calls, we got a couple of more minutes. Are you down to spit a quick 16?
Sheesh, capiche. Yeah, acapella for sure. I can do some shit. Hell yeah, come on. You want to do it right now?
You know what?
If I fuck these words up, he's giving me this Xbvalentine.
Yeah, it's my fault, okay? Go for it.
Let's do it. Yeah, pour some up, more up. I might need some, I need some of that.
Slow motion.
Electrolytes. He said slow motion. Who the fuck that young boss player from the South? Learn to break it down and get it popping in the drought. Independent about the business, not really in it for clout. They were sleeping for a minute, but we done figured it out. Representing for the lost souls and the boss hoes. Fell in love with all these dog hoes, want my heart cold. If they ever try to kill me, guarantee we all go. Got the bridge up in the back, I gotta move the cargo. Gotta push a limit, the pussy that's at the bar low. Call up my dog, sick of op, that's Parvo. Knock a hater out, no lean, no narcos. Boy, that's your wife, my bitch, that's our hoe. I've been the player since Mamba Goo Gaga. It's not that the fuck on the bop, but you fly there, you feel me? And fuck all that rah-rah, cause I'm really bomb out. If you try to play with my mouth out and you gotta kill me. I ain't never met a motherfucker on my level yet. I'm better than infinity rappers, this shit is effortless. Politicking with the people got me feeling like the president. Big dough, brasso, this effortless. I'm from the Southeast and that's what I represent. I'm from the section where they sip on medicine. Bitches got no hope, just dope in they crevices. Ticket to levels that locals have never been. Body your God.
Got him. Hey, bro, you know what I hear? I don't hear lyrics, I hear melodies.
Yeah. Yeah.
That shit was fucking hard, bro.
Good look, yeah.
I like that shit. I saw you do like 3 different like melodies, like
yeah.
Shit
Thank
was
you, bro.
nice.
Yeah, on the beats, I always kind of go in and out like on them. You know what I mean? I don't try to keep it all like one thing. Track sounds. When Texas taught me that shit, he's like, "Oh, we switch that shit up. It's gonna get him. It's gonna get him hooked." Type shit.
That shit is fucking hard. I'm jealous. I want to be a rapper.
Yeah, bro, you look like a rapper. You could be. Let me write
rapper.
for you. We'll get some shit cracking.
Yeah.
Hey, cheers,
Slow
dog. All
motion
the shit
for
that
me.
you done in hip hop, I seen all that shit. Nah, for real, I want to
Thank-
tell you this on camera, man. Salute, bro. That shit's crazy. To be a Latino, like in this shit,
Yeah.
and the shit I try to stand for, you know that somebody's done it before me. I just gotta say,
Muchas
salute,
gracias,
for real,
my
for real.
brother.
Nah, for
Thank
real,
you.
though.
You always have an open door here, homie.
Good looks, bro. It's love, man. Thank you, bro.
You and the carnal right here.
Yeah, no, my boy Guapo, man, is one of the best rappers right here. And not even just rapper. I don't even want to call him a rapper. He's one of the best like creatives in hip hop, period, bro. Like his shit that he does. Man, I tell him like every video I have, I'm like, yo, direct this video for me. Come up with some shit. Cause his mind it's not, you know what I mean? I could focus on the raps all day, but
It's not normal.
it's not normal what he does, bro. It's incredible, bro.
It's all good. Okay, Alex, go ahead and put up the number. Let's take some calls real quick. Let's see if anybody wants to call. Once again, if you want to call and want to ask us something, go ahead. If he's down to collab, if he's down to work, if he's down to do whatever, go ahead and take some calls. Okay, let's go. We got a call right here. All right, let's see. Put on your headphones, big dog.
Oh, shit. Let's do it.
All right. Caller, your name and where you calling from? Yo.
This is Shabby from Houston, Texas.
Hey, how you doing? You got a question?
Yes, I do have a question for Doeman.
What up?
Doeman, you just said, hey, how you doing? You from my city. I appreciate that.
H-Town, what's going down?
So, Doeman, hey, what's going down? Now, I'm not from the area you from. I'm actually from Northside. So.
Okay.
But I appreciate all the H-Town love. So, Doeman, this is what I have to say to you. You said that you don't feel that anybody can mess with you in the studio when it comes to the bars.
For sure.
Tony, hey, I feel like it would be a good idea to bring Doeman on a versus with Young Gritty. When I think of somebody who could possibly go toe-to-toe with Doeman, Young Gritty. Now, I mean, am I lying when I say this? Because you're from Cali, you've spoken to Gritty's manager. When I think of bars for bars, I definitely think Young Gritty can definitely go toe-to-toe with
We could
Doeman.
do it, yeah, for sure. We line it up.
Oh, I think that shit would be fucking dope. You know what? I thank you for bringing that up because I just sparked an idea. So much love. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yes. And Doeman, there's actually somebody else who I think you could go toe-to-toe with, and I'm not sure if Tony is familiar with him, but his name is Phil. He is originally from Houston, but he does a lot of work out in Austin now.
What's
Part
his
of a
name?
collective called the College of Phil, S-I-L-L. So Phil is part of a collective out in Austin now called the College of Hip Hop Knowledge, but that is also somebody who is bars. If you want, Tony, I could actually DM you some of his stuff, but
please.
I mean, if you're gonna make that claim, I feel like you should definitely be challenged on it.
Oh, yeah, nah, for
that's just my
sure, for sure.
Yeah, you know what? And I'm glad you said that. And I'm going to say this in front of him because he said, I believe that I can go pretty much heads up with anybody in the booth. Okay, so you know what? So here she is calling from, Houston and saying, you know what? I think you can go heads up with Young Gritty.
Yeah.
So, yeah, let's try to make that happen, So whenever you're in town, let me know your schedule and I'll see if I can kind of hook it up and we'll go from there.
Hell yeah. Whatever makes sense.
Yeah. So hopefully that answers your question.
No, that definitely does.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much.
Yes. Have a blessed night now. Okay. Let's keep it pushing. Anybody else want to call? Anybody else want to go heads up? Anybody else want to go heads up once again with Doeman in the motherfucking booth? Okay, here we go. Caller, your name, where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Richard from El Monte.
El Monte in the building.
Hey, this question's for Tony A. I was wondering, Tony A., what's your favorite punk rock band?
Wow. You know what? You know what was the first band that came to my mind? Please tell me if you've heard about it, okay? It's Fishbone. Fishbone.
Oh, yeah, Fishbone, yeah.
Fishbone, and then I would have to say The Clash. I would have to say The Clash first and then Fishbone.
Nice. Oh, that's some good choices.
Yes, sir. Yes. And let me ask you this. Before you go, what's yours?
I would have to say Bad Religion and Craft.
Awesome. Thank you, Carnal. Greatly appreciate you calling, homie.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go. Let's keep it pushing. All right, let's see. We got any more calls? Any rappers out there that want to talk to Doeman about that verse for verse?
Oh, yeah, they don't want to do it.
Yeah, just call in right now. If you got the balls, make the calls. So, that's all I'm going to say. So let's see. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Yeah, hello. My name is Jose Cortez. I'm calling from Riverside.
Riverside in the building. What's good, my brother?
Yes, sir. Hey, 28 I'm glad I could finally talk to you, man. I'm a fan of we're the same age, brother.
Thank you, my brother.
We're the same age.
Much love, much respect.
I just wanted to call so I could thank you for for your platform, man. You got a big platform, man, and I appreciate that. Bringing Chicanos, to be known,
Simon.
And also Mr. Doeman. How you doing, man?
How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good, man. I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I'd never heard about you, but because of Tony's platform, I heard about you.
Yeah, he a real one. He a real one.
Word. I'm gonna spread the word, homie, and I'm gonna let everybody know who you are, man. And that's what Tony brings to us, man. Because Tony's he's a real G, man, and I remember him from way back, man. So I just wanted to thank both of you guys, for doing what you're doing, representing the Raza.
Hell yeah! And, shout out Tony, man, for putting you on, man. Thank you, man. Thank you, dog. We appreciate you.
That's right, man. Tony's that's right, man. So that's all I have to say, man. You guys have a good night, and God bless you guys. And you guys keep doing what you're doing. And Tony, man, keep it up, man. And Doeman, keep representing Raza, man.
Already, man. Thank you, man.
Thank
Tony,
you, my
man.
brother. Thank you. Have a blessed night, Carnal. Okay, let's go. Come on, man. Let's bring Cali and Texas together. Bro, can you imagine Raza United?
Nah, it'd be crazy.
Fuck, bro. Raza United, Cali and Texas together.
Yeah, it'd be the biggest thing.
Yes,
I ain't
exactly,
gonna lie. It'll be the biggest thing. Nah, it would be too powerful.
Too motherfucking powerful. The government want to shut us down.
Yeah, nah, for sure,
Let's go. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
My name is Lil Spanky from fucking Inglewood.
Inglewood in the building? Do you recognize that voice?
I recognize.
That's all right. So let him spit. What's up, little Spanky from Inglewood? You got a question?
Hey, I'm fucking this fool dope, man. I would annihilate this fool, dog. Motherfucker don't got a chance for me, dog. What's up? Fool? What you want to get on the wax? Oh, that's it.
Let's go.
8 out of 10, dog. I said 10 out of 10, dog. What's up?
Oh my God, this fool's a reach.
I'll just fuck around. This Bob, man. Fucking, I'm fucking showing love.
This fool's fucking crazy, dog.
I want to throw your ass.
This fool's fucking crazy.
It's all good,
I'm out, man. This is reality, man.
All right, my brother.
Yeah.
That shit was hilarious, bro. Hell yeah.
Oh my God,
hell yeah.
bro.
Let's keep it pushing. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
Hey, what's up, man? Chicano Vega from Houston, Texas.
Houston, Texas. What's up, my brother?
Chillin', man. Just wanted to holler at y'all and shout y'all out. Tony, I appreciate all your contributions in hip-hop from, the Mexicano perspective, man. Appreciate everything that you've done, working with legends in the past and even your platform now.
Right up.
And big shout-out to Doeman, Brown Soul.
Hell yeah.
Man, you repping the city. And, man, everything you do, man, is hard, man. My homeboy Batchild turned me on to you a couple years ago. And everything you've dropped since then, man, just banging.
Thank you, dog.
You did a feature for my young homie, Chop the Father, man.
Oh, yeah, man. Eastside.
Oh, yeah, Eastside, man. That's the homie right there, man. But, shit, keep it coming, man. Brown Soul, man. That's the truth.
Man, thank you, dog. I appreciate you, man. That shit don't go unnoticed, for real, man. I appreciate you even tapping in the call, and that shit mean the world to me, dog, for real. You already know it's Brown Soul.
Already, man. Keep repping the city.
And you already know H-Town, we in the building.
Hell yeah. Let's go.
Órale pues, man. Y'all take it easy.
Órale, carnal. Muchas gracias, carnal. Okay, let's keep it going. Let's go.
Órale pues, man. Y'all take it easy.
Okay, let's go. Hey, you know what? We have another bottle. I have a Don Julio on that table right there. It's a brand new one. Bring it over here.
Oh, yeah. I heard as soon as I heard your voice, I was like this.
It's in a black box.
I would have done the same thing. Okay.
Caller, your name and where you calling from?
What up, Tony A? It's the Snowman. What up, Doeman?
What up?
What's up, my brother? How you doing, man?
I'm good. I just wanted to let you guys know, I know you guys are doing top 10, top 5. I just wanted to give my take on my top 10 rappers.
Top 10.
This isn't my list. This would be like a list if I was like an exec or something like that. Okay. It would be Biggie, Pac, Ice Cube, Corrupt, DMX, Nas, Eminem, E40, Method Man, and Scarface. That would be like a geographical top 10.
That's not a bad top 10. I like that you got Method in there though, because a lot of people don't include Method Man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, they don't, bro.
Well, somebody from Wu-Tang has to be in the top 10.
I mean, it got to be method. We ain't
that's
gonna lie about that. It got to be method. You feel me? It got to be method for sure, for sure.
Now, if you were to ask me my personal top 5, this is it: Biggie, Pac, MC Ren, Raz Kaz, and Spice One.
Wow,
that's crazy.
He said MC Ren.
MC Ren.
NWA.
Yeah. You picked that like.
Hey, bro. You know what's funny, bro? Real quick, and I'm glad you're on the phone. I had a kid one time. He goes, I see straight out of Compton. He goes, you know who's my favorite rapper? He goes, Mac Ren.
MC Ren. MC Ren.
Yeah, he didn't know how to pronounce MC Ren because he didn't know. But you know what? It was my job to educate the next generation. I go, that was MC. Do you know what MC stand for? No. Master of Ceremony.
Yeah, Master of Ceremony.
But he thought it was Mac Ren. So.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like, now he's not
MC
from
Ren. You picked MC Ren. That's a lot of,
I
mean, that's a good choice. That's an interesting choice.
Go ahead,
bro. And I say that because I think, everybody says top 10, top 5, but I think it needs to be like an era. You know, everything needs to be in an era. Because if you ask my older homies, they're gonna put Kool Moe Dee in the top 10.
Yeah.
I wasn't around for Kool Moe Dee.
Yeah.
You know, so like basketball, it should be like an era.
Nah, I agree. I ain't gonna lie though. I agree with you. Like, I think I agree with you 1,000% on that because I feel like, bro, I'm talking about they gave me. I had to do a top 5 in Houston of like Houston rappers, and they was looking at me like I was crazy because it was like, how are these people your top 5 in Houston, right?
Right.
And I'm like, well, shit. I came up. I'm not from. I know what Screw is. I know, but I didn't. That's not the era I grew up in. For me to just really get attached to them artists, so I definitely agree with you on that.
And I got a question for you, though, man.
What up, folks?
So like when the artist pops off out of Cali, he's automatically put into that Chicano, box.
Right.
When there's a rapper out of Texas, your guys' flag is just so different.
Right.
What do you think? I don't know how to phrase this correctly, but
you can say how you want
why
to say
when a Houston rapper, Mexican rapper comes out, why don't they put them in the Chicano box?
Man, well, I think that Cali has a strong Chicano presence, like Latinos overall. I think the brown is so heavy in Cali, so it's like they know where to put them. And I feel like in Houston, whatever camp you with, so if you with a black camp, they gonna he wants to be black. But then if you wave the flag, it's like but he's not Mexican enough. So I feel like there's a confusion of like, what is he? Because he's not from here or he's not from this place, so what is he? Because like he's cool with black. Like, I feel like there's just a confusion of where to categorize us as. But I mean, there's some artists that are popping off, and they don't put them in that Chicano because they came with like the black artists who probably co-signed them or helped them out. Or to me, it's like, or they got that sound, and they're not even really might say it just for beneficial reasons. But to answer your question, dog, I couldn't tell you. I think maybe it's because of the love. I think I want to say I would say like the connection, like black and brown. I feel like we treated the same in the South. Like we just not both. Nobody fucks. You know what I mean? Like the people who got the oil and gas money, we both working and like slaving away. So it's like I think it's a mutual respect. But to be honest, bro, like I think that I think that we need to step our Chicano shit up in Texas. Honestly, dog, I feel like to be proud to be brown is like is a thing that you should be. And I think California got that shit on lock. I can't even stunt.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, yeah, your 16 was hot, And my last question is like, I think as a culture, not just as like Chicanos, Mexicans, Blacks, we should bring back the magazines because Billboard magazine, when they do their top 10 albums, I don't know where these guys go to college or they're not cultured in hip hop enough, but they messed it up for us, And I think we should start a magazine as a people, to give our voice. Tony A's been doing that, and I'm glad that he has a platform for everybody. And I think, maybe it's time for a magazine to come back. What do you think about that?
Yeah, empower our people. I mean, empower our people so we can go compete. It's just like if you have boxers and then you got to breed them up and then you got to win state. Now you got to go win the nationals. And like, to me, it's like, this is to me, hip hop is colorless, right? Like, and we know who it was started by, who it became with, right? They say like the blacks and the Puerto Ricans, but like Mexicans have been there. If you go to a TDE show, Mexicans are probably 80 percentile in California and Texas. If you go to a Dreamville show, Mexicans are definitely heavy.
Yeah.
So it's like, why are we not supporting our people? And for people like Tony to uplift us, he's actually doing us a favor. He could be doing a disservice to himself and being like, you know what, I'm gonna just go with the artist that they say is popping. So I can, but he's going his own lane. So I think us as a people need to be spreading the word to more people and not relying on like the Vibe magazines and these big outlets. We need to rely on ourselves to spread the word. I think that's what it
You know what? Because look, let me end this call with this. If we don't support ourselves, who will?
Straight up.
So
straight up.
Stop. You know, we need to stop looking
All right,
at.
fellas.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Have a blessed night, carnal.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep it pushing because that's one thing I've always preached.
All
If
right,
we
fellas.
if we don't support ourselves, who will, bro?
Actually, though.
You know, it has to come from with us. We support everybody else. You know, so,
Nobody loves us.
Yeah. So here we go. Caller, your name? Where are you calling from?
Yeah, this is Peaches the rapper again.
Okay, well, fuck you, Peaches. Anyways, this is Peaches the rapper. I guarantee you that was probably royalty in a thong. He was wearing a thong, had his nipples pierced, and is wearing Crocs.
That's crazy.
So
People
anyways,
pay attention to this a troll. That's crazy.
I just gave you guys the visual. That was nasty. Okay, let's go. Caller, your name? Where are you calling from? Caller.
Hey, this is Robert calling from Nebraska again. I just have a question for your guest.
Yes.
I heard he said he was from H-Town, Texas.
Yes.
I just wanted to ask him, I'm aware of what this artist did, and I don't condone what he did. Was he ever a fan of SPM?
You said what?
Can you repeat your question?
Were you
please?
ever like, yeah, was he ever a fan of SPM, or does Texas still like play SPM?
I mean, like Texas does.
Even though they're aware of what he did.
Look, I'll tell you like this: what you believe in, and the same way you don't condone, is the same thing with me. I don't know what the court and what they ruled it or anything like that, but for me, I could publicly say that like whatever he did and he did is between him and God. But me, I'm focused on my career and what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like I'm not really worried about another man. I don't jump in my whip and try to pay another man or do anything like that. Yeah, I can't give you the straight up answer to that is I'm a fan of Doeman and you should be too.
Yeah, I respect you as a brown person trying to do it, and Tony, you as well. I respect you.
Because the same hate that we hold on to, because the same hate that we, not to cut you off, but the same hate that we hold on to is the same love that people hold on to. So it's like, what are we willing to let go of and what are we willing to accept? Because there's a new era in town. So that's my answer for sure.
Well, that was my only question, and yeah, Tony, I respect you, and first talks again. You guys keep on doing it, and rest in peace to Big Bad Toker from Brownside, and
Absolutely.
rest in peace Night Owl. You guys have a good night.
Rest in peace.
Too, God bless you.
All good, Canal. Okay, let's keep it pushing. We got a couple of more minutes before we cut this off. So let's go. In the words of Little John. So we got a couple of questions.
All right, let's do it.
We got a couple of more callers. So if you guys if you got the balls, make the calls once again.
You got the balls, make the calls.
Okay. Caller, your name and where you calling from?
What's up? This is Pepe from El Monte.
El Monte. What's up, my brother? How you doing?
Hey, what's going on? I say, you know what? I've been noticing a lot of stuff. You know, I don't want to get all political and stuff, but have you seen that Bad Bunny and Little Nas, what they do on stage when they go, when they do the music stuff on stage? Are you going to go that route, like the homosexual route, kissing other guys on stage or get publicity? Because I really don't like that stuff when I see it on TV, man.
Hold on. Is that question for me or for my guest?
Like for your guest, is he going to kiss other guys on stage like Little Nas and Bad Bunny?
Oh, no, that ain't my style, man. I love women. That ain't
he
my
kisses
style.
women on stage.
Yeah. That ain't my style, for sure.
Yeah.
All right. What do you think about guys that do that to get publicity? You think that's it's just to promote their music, but you think that's good?
Look,
man, I never even watched two guys kiss on stage. I feel like if they was, I would just cut this shit off. But I mean, I'm just saying that in the sense of myself. Right. You feel me? I'm not whatever. Hey, little motherfucker, that's what they like doing. That's what they like doing. But to me, I just worry about myself.
You know.
Even Little Nas was pregnant too.
He was pregnant.
I don't even know who that is. Who is that?
Little Nas X. He's that
Little
black.
Nas.
He's the black gay guy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, shit. If that. Look,
Yeah.
dog, I don't know. I didn't even know about that. That's crazy.
Like he came out on the video.
Dude, even Lamar Odom has a transsexual
to me, I don't know. To me, it's like I don't know about the guy kissing guy. That's their business. But as far as a dude being pregnant, it's like a dude kind of competing in the if you're and you trying to compete against women. Like you don't do that, man. We was born a certain way. I understand.
Well, you gotta be careful
like.
nowadays. You could get demonetized if you talk about that stuff.
Nah, dog, my thing is like this now. My thing is just like, yeah, my thing is just like, hey, like, bro, like, whatever you like, hey, that ain't my problem. What they eat don't make me shit, so I just kind of do my thing, you feel me?
Yeah, I don't like it that all gangster rappers, but then they're kissing dudes. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah, nah, they will never catch Doeman doing that.
Nah, thank you for calling, bro. Have a blessed night, homie. Look, here's my thing. If you're an artist and you're gonna come out kissing a dude, you might as well just say, I like sucking pito. Okay, so like that's my thing. Like, but anyways, I mean that's just it. Might as well just say that, you know. So and I respect it. Just don't throw subliminals. You know. Don't drink too much because I don't want you to tell me, Tony, delete that video.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. I'm keeping it cool, man. I'm keeping it cool.
Okay, everybody. Once again, we have a couple of more minutes. If you want to make a couple more calls, right now's the time. Last round for alcohol. Last round for alcohol. If you got the balls, make the calls. So let's go. If not, we're going to end it right here and keep it pushing. But as far as, you know, Bad Bunny or Bad Bunny, Little Nas X, you know. Okay, let's go. Caller, your name, where are you calling from? Caller.
Yo.
Hey, what's up?
All of
Hey,
a sudden,
Blaze, I want to know if you want to go verse for verse. Doeman.
What up?
What's up?
What up?
Me first, you first.
Oh, you want to go verse for verse?
Verse for verse. So record scratch. Mic check.
Mic check.
Your shit gotta be hard though. If yo, hey, look, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Hold on. If your shit is not the truth, I'm not gonna rap back.
Alex, all of a sudden we went to one speaker.
Come on. All rap.
Hold on. Nah, it's one headphone on. We trying to hear you fully, dog.
Okay. Caller, you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, caller, I'm gonna tell you this.
Blaze STV.
Okay, hold on, Carnal, hold on. Look, because I wanna do this right, okay? Because all of a sudden we only hear one speaker.
Yeah. I don't want to fuck you up. You feel me?
So here's my thing. If you're willing to go verse for verse, number one, do you follow me on Instagram? If not, follow me, because I don't want this to end up like fucked up. I really want to hook this up. If you truly feel you can go verse for verse with Doeman,
body your guy from the southeast side of Asian.
Look, I'll set it up, bro. I will set it up, but it's just all of a sudden we went from two ears to one ear.
Nah, straight up though, like we can't hear you at all.
Like, so that's what I'm saying.
Right.
Do you follow me on Instagram?
I don't do social media.
Okay.
How'd you find this?
No, hold on. Alex, do me a favor. Alex, put up on
Let me put my headphones on. Give me a second.
Yeah. Put up roadium@gmail.com. Okay.
How you on YouTube? You know YouTube is social media.
Yeah.
All right, you hear me now?
No. It's on our end, bro. Look, I put up right there.
Okay.
Hold on 1 second. Is it up? Hold on. He's going to put up our email, roadiumradio@gmail.com. If you feel you can go verse for verse for him, email me, por favor, your info, and I'll set it up. Because for some reason, we're having only one ear, you know. And I don't want you to spit, bro. And I don't want him to spit, and we're only hearing it from one side. So, but hold on 1 second. Let me know when it's up, bro. Look up Roadium Radio, and then just @gmail.com. Email me and tell me, yo, Tony, this is me. I want to go verse for verse with Doeman, and I'll set it up.
All right, this is MC Blaze It.
MC Blaze It.
MC Blaze It. That's a crazy name. Look, you gotta battle my. You gotta battle my other homie first just to get to me. So then we gonna set all that up.
Okay, look, it's up on the screen. Okay, but let me ask you this: Are you willing to spit a 16-bar verse just for him to hear you?
Yo, MC Blaze
right now.
Spit it. 16 bars.
I'll give you like 8 because you ain't paying me.
No, hold on. 16 bars. No. I don't want you to spit. I want him to spit.
Oh, yeah.
He already heard you.
MC Blaze it?
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. You might have to rearrange the name if you could really rap so we can get some shit cracking off for you. I might sign you, though. I ain't gonna lie. Let me hear some shit.
Okay, let's go.
Suspended suspension, compressed oppression, diluted, generic oppression, lost at the altered gate, fear of evolution, closed eye visuals, lost all consciousness, blackout, oblivion, earthly entities, ghost in my head, order of magnitude, apocalyptical approach to my perception, decode the misinformation, decontaminate the contamination, serpent dwellers in the shadows, the great betrayal, the tricked and betrayed, crippling faces of grief, laced from within, no direction, just static, tangled and twisted, doomed from the start, no hope for any revolution. My insanity is insanity. Doomsday clock reckoning.
All good, bro. Thank you. The email's up on the screen. Email me, carnal, and I'll set it up.
You need some work, brother. You need some work.
Okay, he's saying you need some work, so he's calling you out. That means to me, you need to email me, and I'll set it up, bro. Are you good with that?
Got it.
Like this dude.
I'm good with that. I would like to hear something from him.
Nah, bro. Go to Apple Music. Go to Spotify. Go to Apple Music. Go to Spotify. Go to Apple Music. Go to Spotify. Pull up to one of the shows and buy a ticket. You can hear all you want. Yeah, but
real MCs can rap on the fly.
Yeah, real MC. Are you a real MC?
You can never.
Are you a real MC? Are you a real MC?
I'm a freestyler.
I never. That's crazy. What's your name? You should be trying to do business and try to do battle, cuz. I'm gonna tell you the truth.
I'm on the underground.
That's cool. I live in the underground, baby. That's where I get money.
Social media.
Yeah, you don't do so. How you on YouTube?
I don't need the fame.
So how you on YouTube? How you a part of this show? How are you calling in? That is social media.
I don't do the other side of social media.
Man, you win. You hard. You win. You a real rapper.
All right, big dog. Do me a favor. Email me and I'll set it up, bro. All right, carnal?
All right.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you for spitting, homie. Let's go. We'll take 2 more calls and then we get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Get the fuck out of here. That fool said suspicious and malicious. I'm gonna kill. I feel like this fool was gonna pull up on us with a shotgun right there.
It's all good.
He was wilding.
No, he was serious. He was serious.
Yeah, he wasn't that serious.
Caller, your name? Where are you calling from?
Yo, this is Snowman again. Hey, don't trip, though, man. I'll battle for you with that other dude.
Oh, yeah. I got my boy Snowman on the line. You gonna battle that fool? Yeah, that fool was wild. And you heard that shit? You gonna body him?
He just need to put the pipe down, you know?
Yeah.
There, you know?
Hey, Snowman, you down at the bus 16?
Man, I ain't freestyling. Last freestyle I had to fight a guy after. You know what I mean?
All right. Well, you you got a 16-bar verse that you might have memorized.
Let's see. I'll lay a little 16 for you guys right now.
Let's go.
Yo, it's the Snowman. I'm whipping through in a Challenger. I might sip on some purple like I'm from Texas, but I'm from the area. When we bring it to you. That's all I got, man. I'm a lot rusty right now.
That's all good, homie. That's all good, bro. Hey, thank you.
Thank you, bro. Thank you for backing me up like that.
Hey, no. I called back because I wanted to see if Doeman can connect. I've been following some fool, Bo Bundy from Texas.
Right.
He got bars, and I want to see if he could get on your show. And that's why I called back to maybe, how that would look. With
Bo Bundy, that'd be dope. Yeah, hell yeah, that'd be a good look. Hell yeah, that'd be a good look. Shout out Bo Bundy, man. H-Town.
Let's go. All right, now thank you, bro. Greatly appreciate you, homie. All right, let's go. We'll take one more phone call and then we get the fuck out of here. Okay, let's go. Who's going to be the last caller? Here we go. Caller, your name, where are you calling from?
Yo, what's going on, Tony? It's right from Vegas, man. Chilling right here watching watching your show right now.
All good, Canala. What's your question?
Shit, just chilling. So I got a quick question. You know, like, you know how you interview people and everything, and you always say that you never pay for interviews and none of that.
Absolutely.
I was wondering how come you guys, you know, don't try to pay like the other vatos that can't, or the older vatos that, you know, that want to get paid or something.
Like, do you have?
You know, it is a business. You know, like you everybody on the podcast, they getting paid, so I don't see why people won't kick up some feria so the fans will want to see the other people get. You know, like let's say you say like Little Rob and Capone and all these people that,
right.
You know, that people really want to see. You know what I mean?
You really want me to answer that, bro?
Yeah, hell yeah. That's why.
Because they don't.
I love your show, dog. That's why I watch it. That's why I always like. Because everybody always talks about it. Like, nah, I would never pay for an interview. I'll never pay for an interview. But hey, homie, sometimes you gotta do that. You gotta do that.
Nope.
You know, for the fans to see it. You feel me?
Let me tell you something, bro. I got my brother right here that drove all the way from Houston, Texas.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
I got XBValentine that flew from Houston, Texas. I didn't pay them. Let me tell you, I had B Real here. I didn't pay him. I had DJ Yella from NWA. I didn't pay him.
Talk that shit.
You know what I'm saying? I had Violet Brown, one of the most important women in hip hop history. I didn't pay them. I had Prayers, who's married to Kat Von D. I didn't pay him. I can keep going down the line. So when you got people like Conejo, Capone, you got people like who's that? Little Rob. Bro, why would I have to pay them? If anything, I'm gonna be real with you. Maybe this should pay me.
I mean, yeah, for sure. I feel like, and I feel like, bro, it's so relevant right now because, bro, I'm gonna tell you like this, like, it is what it is. But in this era in hip hop, dog, like, I'm coming to see him. I'm happy and I'm grateful to come here. You feel me? So it's like to pay somebody, I ain't paying. Come on,
Look.
I get it. And the only thing that I was saying because you know, like how everybody always says, like if there's a Latino doing a podcast, they always go like, oh, we're the Raza. How come you fools don't go to, like, if no jumper calls you fools jump on that shit. But like, hey, homie, but like, there's like people, they take it out to the bus. They go like, oh, we're the Raza. You guys support us. But hey, sometimes you gotta pay motherfuckers. Like these, I'm thinking like these older vatos, they ain't getting no paper like that, you know. So sometimes you gotta have to pay the fucking you know, the ticket, the flight and shit.
Bro, I'm gonna say one thing. I want to say one thing.
We want to see older too, you know.
I understand, but I want to say one thing, okay? And carnal, con todo respeto, I want you to do your homework when I say this, okay? And I don't say disrespectfully. I'm just laying down facts. Other than maybe Kid Frost, other than maybe Robert from Lila Sheeter Brown, okay? Name another Latino that has my history. All these Chicano rappers from LA, you can line them up and I have more history than all of them put together. So if any of these lames ever want to get paid, los mando la pinche verga. And I hope they're watching. Straight up. You know,
he done put his work in, man. He done put his work in.
So that's all I'm saying.
Not even to boost an ego or to feel like big badass. It's not even to do that. And the thing I was just saying, like, because some of the older vatos, you know, they're not getting paper like that, you know what I mean? So I was just wondering.
No,
you know,
I
like,
get it, bro.
Some people, like, this business is an investment. Obviously, you're making money too, you know what I mean? So
Look, bro.
that's what I was just saying, you know, like.
Since we're on the topic, so hold on.
Hey,
Hold on. Let me say one last thing. Name me another Chicano.
What's up?
Another Chicano that has Dr. Dre come to his house. Eazy-E. Ice Cube. DJ Quick. I could keep going down the line. No other Chicano in the world can say that. Okay? I've been blessed with those opportunities, bro. Yeah. But I'm not going to stay quiet anymore. So when you got a fucking lame that says, oh, you know, you need to pay me, vete a la pinche verga, puto. That's all I'm going to say.
Yeah, like, what the fuck? Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, who the fuck
that's
are you?
really, that's really putting off for Brown Soul. That's really putting off for the motherfucking coach.
Exactly.
Come on, man.
Or do they ask for a flight?
So, you know, whatever, bro.
Do they ask for feria or do they ask for a flight? That's a difference.
No, they ask for feria. I had a motherfucker tell me, I don't do interviews for free. Bitch, you're not even selling CDs at the Swamis. What the fuck you talking about?
Well, homie told me this in Houston. We trying to talk about your shit. Why you want to talk about your own shit?
Yeah. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, no, last time you said you paid like for a flight from some Vegas, right? That's why I was just wondering, like, would you ever pay somebody else's flight so you can come and interview?
No.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Let me re-explain that. It's important, okay? That was Tash from the Alcoholics. I booked them a month ahead of time. That's Tash from my homeboy.
Yeah.
And at the time, he was living in L.A., so I booked him. So and then like the day before, I sent him the address and I said, "Be here at 6:30. We go live at 7." And he said, "Bro, I live in Vegas now. Can we just do this Zoom?" And I was like, "No, bro, I can't do this.
Yeah, it got to be in real life."
And I said, "Bro, I can't do that. I don't do Zoom." So and he was like, "Fuck, man." He goes, "I can't do a turn and burn, like drive from Vegas and go back." And I go, "Look, fuck, bro. Let me look for a flight because the last thing that I want is for people to think that I was lying." So he called me back up and he goes, "Hey, bro, I found a flight for $150." And I go, "Fuck it, I'll get it." That was the only time.
Yeah, and
bro.
I get it because you even said it before that you don't like to promote like new interviews that are coming up because you don't want to, quedar mal con la raza and all that shit. I get it. I get what you're saying. I was just wondering, like, will you ever pay, like, all the other vatos, like, some vatos that need it, a flight so we can see that shit, you feel me?
Yeah, no,
like
no.
Business, you know what I mean?
No, I wouldn't do it, bro. I wouldn't do it. Honestly, I wouldn't do it.
That's what my question. All right, well, you guys keep it up, man. I'm watching this thing, I'm telling these modelos right here, dog.
Hell yeah. Let's keep it pushing, bro.
God bless you.
God bless you, homie. We're out of here. All right, let's go. We're done.
These questions getting crazy. It's like the questions get crazier as this shit goes. Nah, them fools was going crazy. After this one fool said, "I don't know what happened."
No, but yeah, bro. Like, why don't you interview this guy? Fuck those dudes.
But my thing is like this though. Like you trying to empower. I was gonna say it, but I was gonna let you speak your piece. But I'm like, you're empowering Chicanos. Why aren't Chicanos empowering themselves and other people? Because y'all use the whole culture to win.
Bro, let me tell you something. Oh, one last thing. Hold on. Let me disconnect my shit. Stop calling motherfuckers. Anyways, I'm trying to. Okay, let me see. Okay, here we go. Here's my thing, bro. I've had dudes that think they're somebody.
Right.
Okay, you turn off the live chat when we go live? No. Okay, can you turn off the comments once the video is posted? No. Well, it's because I'm all about positivity and negativity. Motherfucker, all I've ever heard about you was negativity.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Like, stop, okay? So, bro, I will never pay for an interview, bro. My thing is this. If I have this platform for our people, to shine light on our people, bless our people, and expose our people to their music, why would I have to pay you to do that?
Dog, yeah. So, you're right about it, too. But what you said was right, though. Like, you're not moving. This is not that time where you had a good. This is a different time.
Yes.
Where it's like now, that's why I told him right now. I was like, bro, I'm from Houston. Like, where I came in, I was like, I had 3-4 people hit me up whenever I reposted the shit.
Yeah.
Carolyn, one of them. Hey, yo, man, Tony, that's a good dude. Guapo, another dude. Yo, that fool's cool in the motherfucker. Like, these people, this is new era people. These are
absolutely,
this
bro.
This isn't fucking Lil Rob hitting me up like, hey, bro, not no disrespect to him.
Right.
Saying, hey, bro. You should go on that. Like, nah, it's people that from the new era.
Yes.
So it's like for you doing that, it's like you're at a whole new level now. It's like, well, I'm not trying to go dig that shit up.
And yes.
And it's like you did all this shit. You already. I'm telling you, I took a step out there, and I'm not even saying that for the fuck this shit. I was like, the shit I be talking about, the brown soul shit. That's why I linked up with this fool out here. I'm you live this shit.
Yes, sir.
So who the fuck am I gonna pay to come tell me about what I've already done?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Come on, man.
Big dog, at this point, any shout outs, anything you want to?
Oh, shit. We
anybody you want to? No, you got to put on your headphones. You got to. We're all good. Anybody you want to diss? Anybody you want to?
Shit. Shout out my boy Smooth Vega for setting this up, man. Shout out to homie Tony, man. Tony A really lining this up, dog.
Thank you, my brother.
Shit. Shout out my mama. Shout out my pop. Shout out my brother. Shout out my sister. It's my brother's birthday, man. J Bud, that's my dog. He raised me. Shout out Mike C. Shout out Donnie Gang, Lil Joey, Big Esco. Shit, man. Shout out Rico. Long live Rico. Long live Thomas, man. Long live Les, man. Shit, long live Frank Southern Grills. Long live all my homies who passed away and I never was there for you, man, because I was hustling and chasing his dream. And shit, man. Shout out to all my ex-bitches because I'm finna shit on y'all.
Nah, I mean.
And God bless you, so.
All good. Damn. Okay. Alex, before I give my shout out to anybody, drop any money so that you can give a shout out? Okay, go for it. Go for it. Just you do it, Alex. The fuck.
All right. Well, shout out Roberto Hernandez.
Roberto Hernandez makes it rain on the live chat.
He was the last person. And El Bubu.
Yes.
And I don't know who else because I wasn't watching the live chat. Sorry.
All good. All good. All right. I want to give a shout out once again to my crew, number one, Alex Cervantes Enterprise. And I want to give a shout out to Norbert. And if you ever diss Norbert, go fuck yourself. Okay. And I want to give a shout out to Beast Gallons for helping me promote this, and the Hip Hop Jedi. The Hip Hop Jedi who uses the Force inappropriately. And I want to give a shout out once again to XBVALINTINE. Once again, sky's the limit. You know what comes to my mind when I think, nothing can stop me, I'm all the way up. Okay? Smooth Vega, much love, much respect to him. He is smoother. Anyway, I'm not going to say, but Smooth Vega. And I'm going to give a shout out once again to my boy, Doeman, for coming through. Much love, much respect. And everybody who's on the live chat, everybody who liked, subscribed, commented, liked this, talk shit, doesn't matter. You guys were still watching. Much love, much respect. We will be back once again Friday on Freaky Tales. Go to Freaky Tales, like, comment, subscribe. Gil Carrillo is going to give us a scoop on the fucking Night Stalker. And today, on this date, the Night Stalker was captured many, many years ago. So Richard Ramirez was brought to justice, and now the motherfucker's dead, so we can sleep in peace. But we're going to talk about that on Friday. And then Sunday, I will have a comedian here. You guys do not want to miss that. So once again, carnal, much love, much respect. We out of here.
Gracias.
You know what? Hey, Texas, Cali, let's come together.
Make this shit happen.
Hell yeah. Fuck it. Once we come together, it's fucking over. So let's go. We out of here. Thank you. Yo, call somebody, text somebody, slap the shit out of somebody. Let them know that Roadium Radio is live up in this biatch.